What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you!
Hey everybody, this is the TMG Podcast. It's a Saturday. No, it's a Monday. Sorry.
It's a Monday.
Technically, it's a Monday. We're recording this
late.
midnight.
Very late. Futuro.
It's like 12 a.m. here. It's considered now a Monday, start of the week, and
Sorry about that, guys.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is the last episode ever for 2013.
Of the year, not ever. Hopefully,
There's
not.
never ever going to be a TMG Podcast episode after.
We've had a good run,
For
guys.
2013.
For 2013. I know. This is
But you
the last.
better look forward to the first episode of 2014. Now that should be.
I know. Yep. 2014 is going to be a very interesting year. We'll let you guys know when it shows up. Most likely it's already up. I don't know. But we're going to, start things off with the usual. There's a lot to talk about. I don't know where to start, but let's obviously start with what we're playing. Who wants to start with that?
All right, I'll start. I'll just
Go for
get
it.
out of the way. I've pretty much finished Assassin's Creed 4. I think I've
Pretty
spent
much?
far too much time with that game than I really should have, honestly. But fair impression, the pirating stuff is fun. The assassin part, not so fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I mean, going around in the boat and shooting shit up is fun. It's really fun. But like the assassin stuff, it's the same shit we've played since the first one, from 2009, I think, or 8. I don't remember anymore.
Wait, can I stop you there for a minute? Because
Yeah.
I just forgot about one thing I usually do every single episode. This is Carlos, by the way, and with me is Bill
Oh,
and
yeah.
Miggy. I just realized that.
I didn't even notice it either.
Yeah,
This is the TMG Podcast, episode 14.
we kind
There
of
we go,
forgot
man.
that. Well, all right.
Everything video games.
If you couldn't tell already, yes, about video games.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm not gonna cut this because, screw it.
14 episodes, they should know who we are by now.
Yeah, you should. If you haven't been listening to the others, go back and listen to them. They're good. They're
Yeah,
fun.
man, go back. Back to
Back.
the past.
But for those who just, for some reason, this is their first episode,
Hey, guys, we're nice guys. We're
We're
nice.
nice.
very nice, yeah.
I've been-
And I'm sorry, Will. Move on. Continue.
And I've been playing Assassin's Creed 4 for the past 2
How's Assassin's Creed 4 again?
Okay, so when did I stop? Yeah, the pirating is fun. The assassinating is
The assassin.
Assassinings.
assassinating is not that
The
fun.
ass parts
And
are...
actually, the thing is, ever since the first game, the whole... Okay, it's not kind of a minor spoiler here, but every Assassin's Creed game basically involves the ancestor of this dude, whose name totally escapes me at the moment. But anyways,
Desmond Miles?
Desmond Miles, right, who lives in the modern day. And the one thing that annoys the shit out of me in every game is that every so often you are taken out of the cool historical setting and put back into Desmond Miles' head to do some bullshit in the present. And here it's weird because now it's not even Desmond Miles per se. You're working at it's so meta. You're working at a video game company.
In a video game.
In a video game, and then you're using the Animus, basically the thing that lets you go back in the past to get data to make
The virtual boy.
to make games. So you're
Yeah, because our imagination's not enough.
so basically
Yeah.
they designed the whole video game office to look like Google. You feel like you're working at Google because your office is huge. There's aquariums everywhere and giant cafeterias and everything in the whole real world office. So every so
apparently,
often
apparently the design of the Abstergo Industries office is meant to look like the actual office of Ubisoft in France.
that's what I heard
But
because they speak French in the there's parts where they'll go bonjour and they'll speak in French. But I was like,
Yeah,
dude, if Ubisoft's office really looked like this, that's a fucking awesome place to work.
And like apparently the outside of their windows is outlooking Montreal, Canada.
Really?
So it's a French office
Yeah.
in Canada.
But it's so jarring. Like you'll be like, "Yeah, I'm a pirate. I'm sailing the seas." And hey, you work at Google. We got to talk about we got to talk about today's marketing. And
See, that's actually the biggest problem with Assassin's Creed. I don't know why Ubisoft just couldn't make a game that does not have any of those modern day sequences.
no, and that's
100%.
the thing. Like you never really.
They got worse now.
Personally, for me, I never found Desmond to be a very compelling character on his own. Like
I find this one an annoying piece of shit.
I
I'm
always
kidding.
thought like I want to know more about Ezio. I want to know more about Altair. I want to know more about Connor, and in this case, of course, Edward Kenway. I don't give a shit about Desmond and what he
or the I don't know.
or the all the weird science fiction-y shit that's happening in the meta plot. It's so it's just very jarring when that happens, and I wish they'd just go away with the whole thing and just bring us different. Well, it's interesting to see a lot of their takes on different eras, and I think they got the piracy is really good, but I don't know, the whole Assassins, Templars, weird aliens, whatever Adam and Eve storyline is just not interesting at all to me.
It's safe to say that they're literally running out of ideas in terms of the modern day thing. Like, when they were asked to make.
It's very clear that they're just stretching it. They're milking this as much as they can.
Okay.
Because, like, there were 3 Ezio games. I mean, give me a break, right?
Yeah, no.
And I guess people saying, okay, they're getting sick of Ezio, we gotta do something else, guys.
You know what Assassin's Creed reminds me of?
Call of Duty.
No, Hobbit. No, actually no. Much worse, The Hobbit. Like,
Why? Like the new movie?
yeah, I think they're stretching the hell out of that movie, where it should have been just like a short story in itself.
And
to be honest,
not just stretching it, but changing it. No, they added Legolas into the story.
yeah.
It's like,
Because I watched Desolation of Smog a couple of days, not a couple of days ago, like maybe a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like one portion is the forest portion that could easily be a montage, and then they're in the next part. But no, they stretched the hell out of
my
that.
friend told me felt like he enjoyed the film, but it felt like a giant filler episode.
Yeah, stuff like that.
He
Like,
felt it was that. And then they threw in Legolas in there for whatever reason. So,
yeah, but I just wanted to point it out because that's what I think it is. Like, you don't need all that crap, all those little fodder to make it interesting. No, you don't need it.
Watch as they make the Silmarillion a 9-part movie, and they'll figure out a way to throw in Gandalf and Legolas in there again somehow. So anyway,
But yeah, that's what
I'm playing, and I'm thankful that this is the last time I'll talk about Assassin's Creed 4.
But you're not done with it, so you can't say
I'm
that the ending.
literally on the last mission. I'm just like going around mopping up all the side stuff I haven't done yet. Like the last mission is just waiting for me to go do it, but I'm just doing all the side things right now.
You can't get a number on how many hours you've played or invested in.
I
this game.
could, but I'd have to log in the game right now and find out. But it's just far too long, far too many hours than I really should have been spent on it.
Because a lot of people are saying that the number of things you can do is pretty jaw dropping in it, and compared to like Assassin's Creed 3 or even 2. But yeah, it's Assassin's Creed. That's just extra fillers. You want to go with Mix, or do you want me to start?
You can start off first.
I'll start.
Yep.
All right, fine. What do I want to talk about 2 things, but I'll talk about the one that I've talked about previously, which is Tales of Vesperia. Still up for it. I'm still playing it. I'm now 50 hours in. Still in the saving the world storyline, and I don't know. I love that game so much. Whoever hasn't played Tales of Vesperia, or hasn't even been introduced to the Tales series, it's great to jump into this. It's a lot of fun. The characters are way more entertaining now. It makes me actually hate Final Fantasy 13 more, because their characters, like 70 hours in, just never develop. They're always depressed every single time. This one, they all have characters. You see the development. They start to care for each other as like compared to when they first met, not all the way to where I am now. You can really see a development, and the story actually, when I was talking to Will about this before the cast, the main story actually affects the gameplay in a sense. Whereas, for example, I'm not really spoiling anything, but the one character who's supposed to be the support character, like she heals and all that, Estelle, she's like pretty much gone for the last 5 hours of my playthrough, and that forced me to actually change up my party.
Yeah.
And that in itself is it's very interesting that you're actually forced to use these other characters, to actually adapt to what's going on. Like, Estelle's gone, and then all of a sudden Carol's is actually KO'd. Like, the Carol's knocked out. I can't use the character, so I'm forced to use these other characters. So it makes things really interesting. And I just like in previous other Japanese RPGs where they will characters would come back, but this one I think it's the longest I've seen where I haven't had Estelle for 5 hours, and that's actually pretty shocking. But it's a treat as well. So
yeah,
I like that.
Unlike Final Fantasy 13, when you could, even if you switch up the characters in your party, your tactics more or less remain the same. Snow being a tank is no different from, say, Lightning being a tank in that aspect. So, I think in Tales games, in general Tales games, the dynamic does change quite a lot because
I'm not too sure if that's a thing for Tales where they literally just, based on the story, they swap out characters and they put you in a position where you have to use these other characters.
Well, it's actually pretty common, I think. I know they did that in Tales of Graces, they did that in Tales of the Abyss, and also in Tales of Xillia at certain points. This character or that character is leaving the party, and so all your development with that person, you can't use them for that period of time. And it's actually a bit of a throwback to older Final Fantasy games, because I know that used to happen in older FF games, like Final Fantasy IV. I remember there's a long stretch of time where you didn't get Payne. There was a period, you lose out.
Final Fantasy VII, you had Cloud for gone for not on 8 hours or so, but a couple of hours. His depressed moments.
Final Fantasy VI, even you had to rebuild at one point in that game. You had to rebuild your whole party from nothing, basically.
Were you one of those people who, when they first played Final Fantasy VII, when they find out Ares dies,
spoilers?
Come on, it's been it's how old already? I'm not considering it spoiler.
Guys, one of my college classmates, I think it was our second year, he was playing FF7 on the PSP.
Yeah.
We just heard him in the library scream, "What the hell? Namatay si Ares?" And we all just burst out laughing dude, really?
He just
he even watched Advent Children before that.
Huh? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. I'm moving forward lang. I don't want to my full impressions of Tales is just completely great, but I don't know where I am. I'm not too sure if I'm towards the end. I'm in this life-threatening world disaster, but I don't know, something might happen again.
Oh, that's typical for pretty much every JRPG. There always is.
Yeah, but I'm 50 hours in, and I'm still going strong. The combat's way more interesting, it's way, it really feels like I should be on my toes every time I fight, because I'm pressing a lot of buttons just to dish out 50,000 damage, with all these combos, and it's a lot of fun. I'll move on already.
What game is this again?
Tales of Vesperia.
Oh, okay.
The one for the 360. The exclusive one.
The English exclusive.
Yeah, the English exclusive. Last week, I was able to finish Max Payne 3, finally.
Oh, nice. How was it?
I got shocked towards the end when I got an achievement of killing 500 people with hand pistols. And I just realized that I killed 500 people in under 8 hours. And that's just pistols, and I use different kinds of guns. I'm assuming. I don't know. It says 500 kills with a pistol, and I'm positive I used the shotgun and machine guns more, as much as I can. And that's a lot of bodies. Max Payne is pretty good. I like it. It's just like any other previous Max Payne. I don't for example, Migs. I don't think you'll like it because the gameplay doesn't really quite change. It's really just cover shooting, and then use slow motion.
It's got slow-mo, and I like that.
Well, yeah, but I remember you not liking Uncharted for a while.
Oh, come on, that game is butt.
No, but
for
there's
me,
you don't have those like amazing set pieces to like really ease the whole tension of the gameplay or anything like that. And
like I think I'll like the combat of Max Payne more, but the pacing might be a thing.
yeah, the pacing. And you're technically on rails as well. Just like Uncharted. But it's pretty good. Story is depressing, really. Like you just want to give like Max Payne a pat in the back. Like that's how Max Payne is. Like 1 and 2 is depressing. 3 is still depressing. Like they don't try to stray away from that formula. Rockstar knows what Max Payne's all about. They don't try to change anything with the story, even with the gameplay. Like for the fans of the series, if you like Max Payne 1 and 2, you will definitely get what you like about that series in Max Payne 3. For the new ones, I'm not too sure. I guess I suggest you guys play the first and second one so you can understand why Max Payne is that kind of person. But I like how they presented it though. Like the whole, like him narrating the whole story. And then the screen goes all fuzzy every now and then because he's always drunk. He's always just hammered. And that actually changes a bit towards like the end because he actually tries to get a little bit sober and actually gets better. But I like the game definitely. I think I had 10 hours in that game for the single player.
But most Max Payne games have been rather depressing affairs if you think about it. Like
it's just like I guess I forgot about it, like how depressing it is and how depressing of a character Max Payne is. Especially the plot twists that happen during Max Payne 3. I'm like, wow, this guy needs a fucking drink. I mean more drinks for that matter. But yeah, it's pretty good. Multiplayer sucks big time. But I guess I need add a couple of hours into it. But there's not much of a player base, so it's hard to get a group.
I guess because it's an older game, that's why there's not much people playing.
So I really can't say it sucks, but it feels like it's not really grabbing me. And,
like mode-wise.
Yeah. I haven't tried Gang Wars, because no one wants to play Gang Wars. Everybody's playing Team Deathmatch, so I really can't say much about that. But yeah, definitely pick it up. Well, that's for me, because I want to move on really quick, because we have a lot to talk about. What about you, Migs?
This week, I haven't been playing any specific game per se, but if you guys didn't know, I just got a new capture device recently.
The portable version, yeah.
AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. So I've been testing that out on various games.
And how's that going?
The list, I guess the most game I've been playing, the most game time spent for me this week is still on Rogue Legacy.
Sorry for like sneezing because I have.
How are you liking it compared to your older capture device?
Man, this thing is just so easy to record with now. Like feature wise, it's easier to like just record off the bat. The software is more responsive. The delay is like with my old capture device, the AverMedia HD PVR Dark Crystal. I think the delay is around 0.7 milliseconds. Oh no. Right. Sorry about that. 0.7 seconds, like a seventh of a second.
Can you tell the difference of that? I don't.
Yeah,
definitely
I record my mic audio separately from the game audio, so when I sync it up, it averages around that time. With this one, the delay is like very minimal. Like you can see it, but it's much easier to work with now. And I've tried both PC recording and PC free recording, which saves it on an SD card, and like.
So I can officially say that we have officially upgraded again once more in terms of.
Yeah, tech. Man. TMG's mobile now.
Nice.
Hey, that's something. That's good.
So
we're on wheels.
And I'm guessing it's future proof too. Like I'm sure, like eventually you can use that on the PS4 and the Xbox.
I hope.
Once the HDCP patch goes on the PS4, like the HDCP removal, I'm sure it'll work.
We're waiting for the firmware to actually have the PS4
firmware update.
Yeah.
You can bypass the HDCP with either a DVI converter or a HDMI splitter.
This is actually also for the Xbox One. Like it also needs a patch. Like both next gens are not prepared for like these kinds of capture cards? Or
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, I don't know, because the newer devices, they can, at least the PS4 can stream directly to Twitch. So, who knows? But, I also saw, Migs, you were also showing off a Elgato, capture card.
One of our other members on the site, Arlie, he also just recently got the Elgato Game Capture HD, which is, I believe, the first product from this company, first capture device from Elgato.
Okay.
It accepts HDMI in, it has an HDMI out pass-through, and a AV port up front for like component cables. I'm not sure if it has composite RCA, but he previously recorded test footage using the PS3 component cables and HDMI out, which is a similar setup I have for the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. And the images are crisper on TV, and it looks really good on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, which is up now on our TMG blog, right?
Considering the downscale that YouTube has for videos.
Yeah, which is already up now, the test video, so
Yeah,
whoever wants to check that out.
Both capture devices have playlists, so if you guys have time to check that out, just go to youtube.com/TMGblog and check out the two newest playlists on our channel.
Yeah, I can't wait to take a look at those cards and see you really put them through the paces, because
I can't wait to have a card.
me too.
just record well, I can record, but
The CDR King capture device?
no, PC. Like, fuck
yeah.
that CDR King. I'm not gonna touch that shit ever again. It's just in the corner now. I don't want to go through that setup. No, fuck. I don't have time for stress. But yeah, I want to capture, like, we were doing some capture as well. We were doing like Trine 2, which, by the way, we have to finish.
We will get around to Trine 2 eventually, guys, so keep your eyes out of that.
Yeah, let's move on. Does anything else want to talk about impressions, Migs, before we head on to like a lot of things before ending?
To the quick news, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm gonna say about the AverMedia LGP.
Yeah, go for it.
Is that it works with, like current streaming softwares, which was an issue with, I believe the Hopog HD PVR and the AverMedia HD PVR.
Oh, so you can go directly to Twitch with it also.
Yeah, it can directly work with the hardware, and it works really well.
That's awesome.
All things considered.
That's really awesome.
All we're missing now is high-speed upload.
That's
anything above 1 MB.
That's a Philippine problem right there. You know?
Oh my god.
Yo, PLD, hook us up with some fiber. If you know
Please.
what I'm saying.
We have good net.
We have
good.
We have overpriced net.
Overpriced net, maybe, yeah, but I think they can pump us up to 1 Mbps at least. Like, just we need a good friend in PLDT. I think it's possible. It's just they don't do it. Like, anyway, that's another issue right there. But yeah, let's move on to the news.
Yep.
I think
The last time we'll hit the news ever.
This year. I think we should start off by saying, me and Migs went to the grand opening of the Imperium.
Yeah, let's start with that, because like,
with the
I didn't.
Imperium eSport. We were waiting for you, buddy, man. We were waiting for you.
Blame work. Fuck, I was on my way and they had to call me back.
You were on your way.
Yeah.
They stopped you dead in your tracks.
Like, I'm telling you, like, the one time I had a plan, like a schedule, like I had to be somewhere, that's when, for the first time, my work calls me in, and then it was so hectic for that one day. It's fantastic how that worked. I'm so sour because I was there. I was right there. I saw Omar, like our friend.
He told me he saw
passed
you
by,
on
like,
the
hey,
way
like,
over there to the bar.
Yeah. I wonder if he saw my sour face when I was saying hi to him.
Yeah, you look hella stressed.
Jesus Christ.
But anyways, yeah, so we were there at the grand opening. That was pretty fun. There was a lot of competitive gaming going on. Migs was commenting on Injustice. And
That's awesome, yeah.
we'll link the stream later in the show notes so you guys can check out his commentating.
I believe they're public now on iPlayWinner's YouTube channel as well, so that's
Awesome. Yeah.
Did it go offline? Because when I got home eventually, it was offline. Was it there?
Yeah.
What happened was
It made it private for a while.
what happened was they tried to stream it live, but it just wasn't working out. So they recorded it locally and told the audience that they would stream it the next day. So I guess they uploaded to YouTube, forgetting to set it to private, So when it went up before they started streaming, so they had to make it private, stream it for a day, and then set it to public.
And you can see, I look like an idiot in the stream. You know, there's like points there where they show the bar, and I'm like just like with a big grin on my face, looking at the.
That's
team.
how hype it was, man.
It was pretty hype.
Lots of genuine reactions.
I mean,
Yeah, Will was in a lot of pictures actually in that event.
Actually-
Like when I was looking around.
Actually, there was a lot going on. It started off with a 2K14 match.
How was
I
that?
was actually surprised that there's a big. Obviously, NBA is like a huge thing here, but
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that there was a hardcore like
There's
Dude, double overtime, yo.
double overtime
For NBA.
Yeah.
It was getting
Really?
crazy, yeah.
Knicks-
wasn't really that hype for NBA. Like, oh my god,
Heat
double
versus
hype.
the Knicks.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Heat can go a double overtime against the Knicks. Though.
But it happened, yeah. And then there was a Heroes of New Earth match ongoing as well, which I found a little strange that it was Heroes of New Earth over Dota 2 or League of Legends.
League of
So
Legends.
Yeah, you were saying that a while ago.
they were a
Yeah.
little bit more popular. Unfortunately, those guys didn't get a lot of attention because there was no link to see what was going on screen.
Oh, yeah, the main
But they
screen
have
was
they have the
given to
setup.
iPlay winners, but it wasn't live.
Yeah, they have the setup for it. Like, there's a monitor above each computer, so you
Yeah.
can see what's ongoing there. But for some reason, those weren't turned on, and the big TV they had in the middle, where they were going to stream the fighting game stuff, wasn't working. So
Oh, they weren't.
It
They were definitely not prepared for that
yeah,
kind of setup.
it
man.
kind of got passed over, unfortunately. But as far as it looked like a pretty good game. Then of course we got to the fighting game. So we got Injustice, which Miggy was commenting on with someone from Shoryuken.com.
Franz from Shoryuken.com.
Yeah.
Oh, France, yeah. He's actually is he really Shoryuken.com? Because he's a Chun-Li player way back when I was playing in Street Fighter. He's a Chun-Li player. He's a cool guy. So he's actually a Shoryuken.com. I mean,
I think he's either
Asian?
a writer or something. I don't know.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they were doing the commentary for Injustice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a to simplify things, they just made it insurgency versus the regime.
The Makayan regime.
Yeah, and
Our
I think
former champions.
the insurgency took it straight with an Ares.
Team low tier for the win, good.
Yeah.
Ares
all the
bringing
way.
it all the way.
Wait, what are the characters?
Ares, basically Ares won everything. Like,
Damn!
Spoiler alert.
oh, sorry,
The
yeah,
god wins. The god of war wins.
exactly. And then they moved.
In the regime side, you had Migo, who uses Aquaman, and he switched to Batman after a few rounds. You had
Shazam.
Justice from PCG Media, who brought out his Nightwing.
Oh, Justice. Oh, his Nightwing is fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, the annoying staff tech. And
the staff deck.
Mark Makayan, who used Zod.
Yeah, the Zod.
General
that
Zod?
was the
Yep.
really hype match with Zod versus Ares, because that was really neck and neck.
In the insurgency side, you had Eat My Jolly Hot Dog using Ares, who was his main since day one. And I believe up next they had Haiku from Team Crossover, who planned to use Shazam and had a pocket Scorpion. And the third member was, I believe, Gil, the supposed third player, didn't show up, who uses Green Lantern. So I think the sub for that was Enzo, who uses Wonder Woman.
That's a very diverse list.
Yeah, their
I mean,
roster is pretty out there.
Like we're not saying like 5 Supermans fighting in the top spot. Like we have that's actually a pretty.
We had one
varied
Batman
list.
come out.
Yeah, there's always one. There's only one Batman.
But
There's only one
I mean, it was very entertaining to watch overall. We followed that with Tekken, I think, because AK, who is the 13-year-old Pinoy Tekken prodigy, ranked third in the world, made an appearance there, and we had the.
Is he really third in the world?
Yep, third in
He
the
got
world.
third place in Tekken Global Championships.
In the Global Championship.
Korea, I think.
Yep,
Oh, that's
yeah.
insane! Really? Is he the button masher guy? The one
Yeah, he's the guy who said that.
that you,
And it's okay to
all you
button
need
mash.
is mashing. Yeah. Well,
And
I don't believe that. But
and yeah, but no, but like that was when the infamous burger match occurred.
the infamous.
Because like unlike a money match, this was for burgers. Like if you could beat AK in a best of 2 out of 3, I think you would get a
free burger.
But a lot of people went home hungry. That night.
Wow, he's that good, huh?
No one beat him. No one beat him.
Yo, he wasn't even using his mains from like the Tekken Global tournament.
Yep, he was just jacking
What
around
was he
with-
playing?
He was
Everyone.
using Jin and Devil Jin. He
Devil
played,
Jin, then he
played
did
I think a Marvel player twice, and I don't know who's the other one. It's pretty fun to watch, you know.
he was
six
good, he was
happened.
fantastic, and some people were a bit starstruck too, and then
It was a bit back and forth as well. It wasn't just like one-sided.
yeah.
Was his dad there?
I think so. I don't know.
I think his mom was there. I'm not sure.
Because we gotta remember, like, this is a fucking bar base. Actually,
No alcohol was served to him. It's totally cool. Like,
Okay.
he was just there playing. And then after the Tekken, he went and he played Dota for a bit.
Just like most 13-year-olds
Just like
here
most
do.
13-year-olds would do, exactly. But one thing that was kind of I didn't hear the stream commentary, but the live commentary, like I think the guy wasn't really a Tekken guy, so it was just more on egging the other player because for a free burger, you know, and not so much on what was happening. There were some.
What
there was
Will
some-
is saying is, for the stream, they had commentators on the headsets with mics, and for everyone else in the venue, they had another pair of guys with mics
With mics, yeah.
blaring out to the audio system in the venue.
Oh, that's gotta be a busy event then.
It,
Oh, yeah,
it
man.
was
There
pretty.
was a lot of oohs and ahs and whoas
Yeah, and
going
then
out there.
there were some funky teams in the Tekken match. We had like the bear team, like Kuma Panda team.
Yeah,
There
we had
was,
Bob.
we had the law team, which was martial law and forest law. Yeah, the Jin.
Father and son, right?
There was the one team that came close to beating him was Bob and that effeminate dude. I forget his name.
I can't remember who his sub was either.
I haven't played Tekken in a long time.
Leo.
Leo, yeah,
The
exactly.
shonen girly anime dude.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, like
England.
what I considered the thin version before of Bob, but apparently wasn't.
Yeah,
Forcing
and,
Bob
and
came.
the thing is also, like, I should mention here, like, there was only certain games that were streamed, but ongoing, there was a, Blast Blue Chrono Phantasma, going on in the other TV. That wasn't recorded though, unfortunately. And I think there was, Smash Brothers, the new
Project
mod,
M, the Project M mod.
M mod was being also played. So, those were also ongoing while the stream was going, so that was pretty cool. And you know, those guys are willing, like, hey, you want to play? Just come on in and we'll, you know, play with us. So very, very friendly, very open, even to new players.
Oh, so they actually we don't, because what I'm hearing is I fucking missed out, and these are like multiple communities from different games are all friendly. We're not seeing like a disconnect from each and every community.
No, there's no real elitism. I didn't see any of that. Like, oh fuck you got a fucking newbie. Nothing like that. They were all like,
Oh, that's good.
they're like, oh dude, you want to play? Yeah, come on, play it, and whatever, we'll kick your ass. But you know, it's all good fun.
We'll kick your ass in a nice way.
Yeah.
Come on, like feel my Zelda. Come on.
And then
Let's see how it goes.
after Tekken, we went to Marvel, baby.
Oh yeah.
Marvel, baby, which
Marvel.
which was
had
pretty
some of
hype.
the longest sets I've ever
Yeah, they had some pretty long sets. I think it was that one.
Long sets for a really short game. I mean, like in terms of matches, those games can like
The one player
end,
who
like,
really dominated was the Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Magneto, I think, or Sentinel.
That's a weird lineup. Spidey.
Oh, it was Spidey, Strange, and Doom.
Yeah, Doom, right.
Because he was doing the web throw combos with Doom's missiles.
Oh, that's insane. That's actually hard to
Yeah,
do.
and then
I mean, like, seriously.
he has a pocket rocket raccoon occasionally.
Oh yeah, man, that Rocket Raccoon was crazy. you wanted it, Will. You got
I
it.
wanted it. I was like, I want to see a rocket
Somebody
raccoon
was
player.
listening.
Someone heard me, I guess.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was a pretty that was pretty cool overall. We got we're hoping to I have to email him still, but I'm hoping Mr. Ralph could come on the podcast and we can talk a little bit about his plans for the place and his.
Yeah, but sadly, this is like it'll never happen.
It'll happen next year.
This year, like, next year.
You know, every time you do that, I forget that there's a follow-up.
No, sorry. I just wanted to do that.
A second of confusion.
You know,
we just get totally baited into it.
But can we though? Like, since I'm missing out, like I don't know. Let's plan something. Let's go to Imperium.
Because
the only games that I felt were missing out that night, like there was no Mortal Kombat, there was no Street Fighter, and
There's no Street Fighter.
I heard Street Fighter was done the next day.
Oh, okay.
As well as I think they ran Dota 2 also the next day. Like the first 2 hours of opening were reserved for something, and then it was open from onwards. So I think that's what happened.
That's interesting. Well, were you guys able to talk to at least some of the people, like if they actually have like upcoming events that we can actually mention now?
As of right
do they
now,
have anything lined up or anything, or it's just going to be like?
I've heard that Pinoy 2D Fighters is trying to revive their own Friday Night Fights.
There?
Hold it there.
Oh my god, that'll be amazing.
The Injustice community is also planning to have casuals there either every Friday or Saturday.
That's exactly.
Most of us just like live near there. Like the Makayan moved to Katipunan recently, which is just perfect.
That's exactly what this kind of establishment needs. Like, communities that are like all gung-ho and ready.
Communities, yeah, right, exactly. Because
no, gung-ho and like, okay, our weekly thing will happen there, and then that's what they need. And
exactly.
Hopefully, we'll see that.
I think in order for them to remain successful, they need to be on the ball with keeping these events ongoing.
Yeah.
I didn't really, Mix, did you notice any like walk-in guys like coming in? Like I saw a few, I think, who just like, oh, what's going on here, and they go in and check it out.
Yeah, is it mostly like the people who know like this isn't the opening event, or is it like, is it all gamers or just people that are walking in?
I think there were some people who just walked in. The problem with the place, in my opinion, is that it's not in the most convenient of locations. There's not a lot of foot traffic in front of it because it's on the second floor.
Yeah, where describe to me, since I'm the only one who hasn't went there. I'm sorry, I'm sour. What's around that area? Like,
okay, well,
is it a busy place?
It's in
like Metro Walk?
It's in Metro Walk. Metro Walk is pretty busy. It's basically a big open beer hall on the ground floor and a lot of bars along the side. So there's lots of tables in the middle, and then you can go.
So there are other bars along.
Yeah, and you can go to a bar and say, "We're sitting here. Can you give us like a bucket of beer or whatever?" And then they'll bring it there. The problem is Imperium is on the second floor, and that's just a balcony basically. So there's no central area. There's another bar next door to it. And what was on the other side? I don't remember what was on the other side. But basically, it's lacking the foot traffic that you would get in the area below. So, in order for it to I think it really needs that push to keep the events going, to keep a regular crowd there. And I think they can do it because there's no other. Honestly, they have the advantage of being the only ones around right now.
No, yeah, and I'm assuming the reception has just been great because
so far,
I don't know where the marketing, like how they started with this marketing, but I'm assuming that they have no website.
Not yet.
This is word of mouth.
Facebook and word of mouth and Twitter.
Yeah, and that's a good start for just plain old social media and people just passionate about what their main concept is, which is a gaming bar.
Yeah, sure.
I'm hoping that as we enter 2014, we see more of that from Imperium. So good for them. Congratulations on the grand opening.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Is there anything else you want to finish with Imperium before we move on? Because we got a lot to cover.
No, I think
since it's the last episode ever.
We're good for Imperium.
I'm not falling for that anymore.
I want to talk about the recent changes in YouTube's content policy because it's affecting.
For 2013. Sorry.
It's affecting a lot of people, a lot of Let's Plays, a lot of online YouTube game reviewers. It's affecting us too. Pretty
much the gist of this whole issue is anything gaming related. I don't know. You back me up with this, Mix. I'm not reading anything but what I understand is like any music, gameplay footage or audio coming from a game, they're automatically being flagged as copyright infringement or copyright claim. I'm not too sure.
Claim.
Okay. and that results, and that only happens because we're monetizing it. Am I right?
It happens even if you don't. Like, if YouTube catches it, they'll just straight up block your ability to monetize it right off the
Well, that
bat.
just sucks. Okay, that just sucks.
So the way this works is, YouTube essentially has like a giant database of music, game audio, game video, and it cycles through like whatever you upload. And if it finds a match, it'll automatically think that, it's this video, so they're gonna straight up block it and say like the money from this video will go to the developers or publishers or YouTube or anything. Even if it is your content, like if it thinks that you stole it or something, it will automatically just straight up block you right off the bat.
Yeah, because we're talking about like flat out like other gaming YouTube game channels like interviewing other people, and if they just hear a hint of anything in the
or
database,
even if there's a TV in the background running a trailer, it'll think that you stole that video.
Yeah, which is absurd, and it's just dumb, plain old dumb. It just destroys the whole concept, I guess, of YouTube, if I'm correct.
A lot of people are complaining it because like the content, the guys who are making this content are the ones being affected by it. So.
No, and at the same time, I don't understand I obviously don't think it's the publishers or even the developers who are asking, please protect our content. No,
it's actually YouTube.
It's the automation.
It's completely automated, so that's why it's too strict right now. It's too, it's just really messed up. Like, even Angry Joe, I think Angry Joe is one of the more popular, YouTubers who does game reviews and Let's Plays. He was saying
he was angry.
He was saying his interview with the Tomb Raider people
got flagged by Tomb Raider.
I mean, how ridiculous is that?
Yeah, haven't that happened? Like, you're interviewing the people who created Tomb Raider, and you're flagging that we stole from the Tomb Raider people. I mean, I don't understand. And it's pretty crazy. I don't, like, for example, it's not definitely not the publishers or like I said, developers pushing like this whole thing. It's really just YouTube and their whole system, because we're seeing also like Valve and the creators of, I think, Oddworld saying that we're officially saying that we have everybody who makes a video of our games has complete control over it. We are not claiming anything.
And yet YouTube is saying that, that's not your content.
Yeah, because like, so even developers like Valve, even developers like, I'm not too sure who developed Oddworld, and other gaming developers are saying that, or backing up these content creators, because technically these guys are like instantly giving them free publicity, free marketing, showing your games and all that, and I just don't understand. It's like, it's definitely a win if, for example, one channel shows or features one game, like either a review or a preview. That's like instant marketing for a developer, and I just don't understand what YouTube's doing. Maybe what do you think is the prime reason why they have this automated system?
Before I go into that, like you mentioned, like Valve or like that, and you know that Valve is like a super nice publisher developer, but even like the bigger companies, like Capcom, even YouTube claimed that. You know Maximilian, right?
Yeah, Maximilian is the guy who does the Assist Me series.
Assist Me series. His Assist Me series for the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, which Capcom asked him to do, got hit by copyright claims. Apparently by Capcom. Because he used trailer footage and et cetera. And he asked Capcom about it, and Capcom was like, no, we didn't do that, so like, we're gonna go fix this as soon as we can.
Yeah, so it's definitely
it's all the YouTube's automation.
So, and essentially it's the fault of the Googles.
Yeah, of the Googles. Like, I'm fine with the system. What I don't like is how absurdly strict it is. Like, you have 10 seconds of like game footage even without audio, and you can still get claimed for those 10 sequends.
Right, and
or like a background song it can barely hear. If it thinks you're infringing on something.
If the automated system is...
Like, here, one example I have LP of Asura's Wrath on our main channel, right? That I did like earlier this year. And, to be fair, I know Capcom doesn't allow gameplay footage of Asura's Wrath on YouTube. But like, one of the copyright, like, if it's visual content claimed by Capcom, I don't mind. But what's funny was one of the videos said that it's infringing on music, and the icon changed. It had like a yellow warning exclamation point sign, and asked me, "Is this a cover song?" Because I think cover songs go through a different process. Like, as long as you prove that it's your content, you can monetize it if it's a cover song. But I looked at the clip, and when you look at the copyright claim, it'll automatically seek to the point in the video in which is being claimed by YouTube. I click on it, it skips to that part, and you know what's happening in the video?
What?
Nothing. It's just background wind howling. Then Asura goes like, "Huh?" They start screaming, and that's it. How the fuck is that a cover song? How is that song?
Calm down.
That's so dumb. And that's happened to other videos.
What's YouTube's stand in this? Have they said anything?
I have a feeling they're trying to fix it, but...
No, I mean, they're trying to fix it. Why not saying anything? Did they have an official statement saying, my bad? Or didn't do that?
Lol, GG.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dumb coders, blame them. Cause when it comes to copyright, it's pretty much...
It's very sticky, and I mean, the whole purpose of this is so people don't upload full songs or full movies.
Or songs.
But that's the reason.
But the thing is, it's like a shotgun approach, just blasting everything, and not a very, it needs to be more specific, really.
No, I think it's more of a lazy way for a solution. I mean, for a quick solution, because when it comes to copyright claim, I think it can't be taken care of in one fell swoop. It has to be copyright it has to be a case by case thing, because it's one case, one specific product, one specific anything, content has to be addressed one by one, because it's all different. One, for example, if we're going back to gaming, one company does not want people to stream their content, but another company wants. So this whole automated thing, it won't work, I don't think. YouTube will just have to go back on the drawing board and how they want to take care of these whole people uploading full of videos. Shit, man, give people jobs. Let them view YouTube videos all day.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Why not?
What it's affecting most people is people who make a living off YouTube, the more prominent guys, say Total Biscuit,
the Machinima members or
Boogie,
the Polaris
298,
networks,
those guys who literally, that's their day job. They just make videos and they monetize that, and that's how they make a living.
No, I think some of them also are binded with contracts that they have to make content, but how can they make content when they're not making money out of that content?
Or it keeps getting flagged,
how can...
Here's the thing. These copyright claims have been happening on our channel for more than, I think, 3 months even, or even half a year.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think earlier this week, why this news boomed was because it affected all the YouTube users under gaming networks, which I believe what it did before is, if you're under a gaming network, you are protected by that gaming network to upload game content.
Yeah.
So since I think this new copyright claim bypassed that, or whatever agreement they had with the networks, that's why you see this boom. Because they had no idea this was already going on.
Well, that just sucks. Hopefully they fix it up. I don't know when. It looks like it's still a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it looks like it'll take some time for this to get fixed. But hopefully they do something about it. Just 5 seconds of whatever in the background, boom.
Because I don't think either parties wanted something just to happen. I don't think it's one party just gunning for more money or anything. I think it's just more YouTube had a lazy solution for those people that upload full music or full videos, and it just backfired horribly. Hopefully they fix it. You want to move on real quick?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's talk
about... That's about YouTube. We have 2 more news bits before we end the year.
With our news bits. PS4.
Oh, you want to start with that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, the PS4 has been an official price now in the Philippines for the Asian region The old price we gave, which was I think $32K, was the US version, which Data Blitz had imported on their own. The new price is, what is the new price, concept?
The new price is at $24,999.
$24,999 for the Asian.
Yeah, $24,999 for the Asian. I'm assuming it's the Asian version. They just has PS4 console, CUH. I don't know. I'm assuming it's Asian.
It's SKU number.
Yeah, this is via Sony Philippines, so it's definitely an official announcement by Sony. It's $24,999 for the console and $26,999 with the console plus the PS camera.
So that's not a bad price.
That's not a bad deal whatsoever. Coming out as like, I don't know. It's out, sorry, we haven't mentioned when it's coming out. It's officially coming out on January 14, 2014, which is not bad at all.
It's not a long wait, to be honest.
It's not even a long wait. Like, whoever was like so excited to play Knack and Killzone 2, just wait till next year. It's just a couple of weeks, technically. It's just a couple of weeks. You'll save yourself $5-6 at least. And you're gonna thank us actually for this kind of bit of news. It's definitely it's great. I think I'm actually gonna buy the PS4 via Sony, like directly from them.
Because they also have a replacement warranty, right? Like if your PS4 like red light of whatever light of death, you can just send it back and we'll give you a new one, right?
Well, I'm double checking right now, but technically, customers. Oh, here, I got it. Customers with confirmed pre-order purchases will enjoy a special 1-year extended warranty and premium items from Sony Philippines. Now, seriously, that's what you call a pre-order.
Yeah, man.
That's what you call a pre-order. And I'm not too sure what the deal is with Data Blitz or even iTech or any other local retailers here in the Philippines, but I don't think they have anything like that in terms of pre-order or in terms of deals. I'm assuming hopefully Data Blitz has a 1-year warranty for your PS4s, but 1-year extended warranty, I think I'd go for that. So the difference with buying it via Sony Philippines and places like Data Blitz or iTech, I guess it depends on how much officially when they announce it. The Asian version will be on Data Blitz. I don't think it'll be less expensive or less lower than 26,000 or higher. So it all depends on Data Blitz. They also have bundles. Oh wow, they have bundles. 26,899 for Killzone bundle and 1 wireless controller and 1 mono headset. And then you can actually also get a PS4 bundle for Battlefield 4, which is 27,399. And yeah, we have bundles via Sony PlayStation, so that's very interesting.
So that's the unit that already has 1 controller, a headset, and then you have a game, another controller, and another headset.
No, that's like the buying the console in itself, you only get the controller.
Oh, okay, I thought like they would include another one. Like
no, they won't include another one.
Oh, so it's just like the main console, whatever's inside the box, and a game.
And then they just throw a game into it. Yeah.
All right.
And then because technically it's just pretty much 25, and then they add like 1.5 for the game.
You save like a 1.5 or 1,000, something like that.
Somewhat, yeah. It's a pretty good deal. Upon claiming, the customer will automatically receive additional 1-year extended warranty plus any 2 premium items from the list below. The premium items are portable screen cleaner, yay. PlayStation strap.
Whoa.
PlayStation strap. Oh, okay, PlayStation. And a car sun shield.
PlayStation 4 car sun shield.
Hey, it's better than a mug.
Wait,
Like a
this is just
mug,
hitting me. A sunscreen.
Shield.
A sun.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Participating Sony centers and Sony designated shops include a crapload: Metro Manila, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. I don't want to say all of this, but I'll put the link below in the description. It's not only a lot, but just to save time. They have a list. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I am definitely interested. Is this good enough to entice you to buy the game? I mean, the console next year.
I want to still see the games, man. That's
Just the games? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like as impressed as much as how the PS4 impressed me when I had
Yeah.
that hands-on. Yeah, Resogun is good, but not more than 20,000 pesos worth of good. At least not right now. But damn it, Resogun is good.
That Resogun does look pretty
It's
good.
good.
I don't think I'm gonna buy it like right away.
I'm still waiting for that game to just make me go whoop, shwing.
But the big news here is the fact that this is actually the first time I actually heard Sony Philippines officially announcing
Oh yeah, that caught me by
PlayStation
surprise
4
as well.
actual support from Sony. So if ever I do want to buy the PlayStation 4, I think I'm going to consider of actually buying them straight up from the guys at Sony.
I think these pre-orders also like apply to some other stores because I saw at Toy Kingdom in Mega Mall, one of the employees there was waving a flyer, pre-order PS4 here, and then it mentioned the price that you just said, $24.99.
Okay, so it's not really just Sony. So it depends on you just have to
whoever
double
they're
check.
supplying, I think.
Yeah, you just have to double check where it's actually being supplied because that's a big deal. 1 year extended warranty. Because if there's one thing when it comes to buying new consoles, is you don't want to buy it straight off the bat and then all of a sudden after 6 months you have a lot of issues like overheating issues, like the hard disk is not properly inserted. I don't know, whatever. Those warranties are very important in terms of these consoles, especially when you're like throwing fucking 3,000 pesos right out of the bat. 30,000. That's pretty cool. Moving on.
Final use bit. Steam machines have been going out to 300 lucky people.
Another box.
Another box indeed, but it's a sexy looking box and something that I'm hoping we'll hear a lot more of.
There's Steam finally rolled out all their dev kits. That's technically a dev kit of the Steam box, and some very lucky Steam beta testers was able to get a free copy. Well, yeah, they got their copies already. They can test out the system.
I think it's exciting. I mean, this is a potential new entrant into the whole console. And it might be what bridges PC to PC gaming into the.
It's also different. It's also an interesting way to approach it as well. Like we'll just send beta testers some like prototype console versions of it.
Yep.
And essentially, pretty much, that's what's happening. Like, it's not official product; it's being sent, and then they can just test it out. And we all can actually join in with the whole testing process because they are also Valve announced that they already have the Steam OS available for download for whoever is like OS savvy. Like it's a Linux-based system. You can download it right now. You can install it in one of your partition hard drives and then actually test out the OS, the operating system that's said to be perfect for gamers. I don't know what that means yet, but whoever wants to check that out, I'll put the link below. I don't want to touch the Steam OS just yet. I want my PC properly working, so I don't want to switch. I don't want to do the instant switch. I'll stick with Windows 8 as much as how bad it is. But yeah, how do you think though that? Because I think I've seen a couple of designs for the Steam box, and
it looks like an Xbox to me.
It looks like a black box. There's nothing really.
I thought it was a bigger Ouya with the flat finish it has.
Yeah, there's also some unboxing videos because like the Steam box just pretty much showed up in these beta testers' front door, and they did the unboxing videos. We'll show a link also in the descriptions. And yeah, it's a black box. The controller's there. It has a pretty interesting interesting package. It's like literally a crate, and it's very like sealed. And it's
it was sealed in a literal crate.
Literally a crate, yeah.
A wooden crate.
A wooden crate. But yeah, how much do you think this will come out?
Who knows, dude? This
it's very hard.
This is essentially a gaming PC in a box. That's more or less what it is, as I understand it.
I'm guessing it's going to be cheaper than the newest next-gen consoles, but like a bit above the 15K mark. I'm guessing around 20. That's my estimate.
Around 12. Well, I'm guessing in terms of, well, I don't know. I can't put a number on it yet because they haven't really talked about the full features.
The specs even haven't.
Yeah, or even the specs.
Yet.
Like,
and the controller still looks kind of weird to me, but well, you know.
It does. It looks like, it's like you're, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
You're rubbing Gabe Newell's nipples.
Nipples.
Or like a person with no eyes. I don't know. It's weird. Next year, that's what I'm predicting though. At least next year, or at least November of next year, where we can now buy the system, because I'm sure the Steam will try to, not Steam, Valve will try to like penetrate the living room around summer of 2014, like throwing all those actual solid data about the specs and how the game will look, or how, because I definitely think that Valve will announce like official exclusive titles for the Steam box, because that's the console's bread and butter. Like, you want to buy that console because of a specific game. And I think that's the reason why, for example, we don't have Half-Life 3 yet. We don't have any Valve game coming out, because they're reserving all their development process for the Steam box. Because that's the only reason why they're like that right now. That's the only way it makes sense. Because I don't understand why there's no Half-Life 3 until now. As much as everybody's been screaming for a Half-Life 3.
Steam box exclusive, right there.
Yeah. Like, seriously, that's the only reason why, like, we've never seen a single game coming out of Valve, aside from, I don't know, Portal 2?
Team Fortress? Team Fortress?
No, Team Fortress 2, yeah, but their last one was literally a Portal 2, I think? Or was there another one after or before? I don't know.
No, Borderlands? Isn't that Valve?
Oh, that's Gearbox software.
Gearbox, right.
Or are they just really that competent, like, the Steam system is just too good that they don't have to be a developer anymore?
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, it's very interesting, Steambox. All the information will be in the descriptions below. We'll have a lot. This last episode of 2013 will have a lot of links. And yeah, you want to take a break before we?
Yeah, let's take a break, and then after the break, we'll discuss
we sum up the last episode ever.
Last year, we'll talk a little bit about the VGX, and we'll give
our very own awards.
Our very own awards are really dumb awards.
VGX was so horrible to the point that we made our own awards. We'll think about what's best, what's our greatest games of 2013, and what's the worst and the most disappointing, and of course
what worst of both worlds.
And of course what we expect out of 2014, because we have all those damn systems out, and yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So you guys stick around, and thanks for listening in. See you. And we're back.
And we're
for
back
the last time
in 2013
of the year. Sorry, I'll go suck the hell out of that little way I'm doing it. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. This is the second half of the TMG Podcast for episode 14.
Yep.
And this is the last episode for 2013. We'll resume all our weekly podcasting antics second week of January, because we all want to, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the holidays, just like you guys. And what better way to end 2013 by thinking of what are the best, what are the worst, and what are the stupidest ways, and just look back. But before we do that, let's talk about the industry's, I guess, official award system or award show.
Oh, the VGX. The VGX 2013, that was terrible.
Let's just get it out of the way already.
Formerly known as the VGAs.
Yep.
Which happened December 7th, or no. Was it December 7th or December 11th? It happened. I don't know that.
December
I forgot.
8th, I think, for us.
It was horrible. Like, whoever watched it, you'll understand why. I don't know why that thing's still alive. The nominations we covered like a week ago, and
was it still hosted by, sponsored by Stride, the long-lasting gum?
Maybe. I didn't. I only watched the first 30 minutes of it. It's kind of long.
I think I don't know what it is. I don't know if video games. I mean, we have major events for movies. We have major events for music. So basically, why can't we have the same for video games, right? But the last couple of ones have just been, and this one specifically has been so awkward and so.
Yeah, I know. It's like the VGX, like the one of this year. It's not a step forward. It's definitely 2 steps down, like on how the production was and how everything went down. It's not. Well, yeah, when you say like music, movies, and then why not video games, right? But I don't think we're growing. The industry is definitely growing, but not to that extent where we can award people every year. Because if Spike TV or this VGX can literally put Tomb Raider and BioShock Infinite constantly in every single category.
Yeah.
Or The Last of Us.
The Last of Us and GTA 5 was just everywhere.
Or GTA 5. Like, you're just telling me like those 5 nominations and that's it. There's nothing else.
Pretty much.
Like, there's not much variety, and it's very one-sided.
And even the hosting was terrible. I mean, like,
and then we go back to the horrible hosting. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what's his name? I just know him as the Dorito Pope. Pope.
Which I consider. I'm sorry, like, for some reason, if he's listening to this, you're horrible.
You know you're a Dorito Pope. I mean, that's fine. And he's okay. He's an MC. That's his job. That's what he does.
Is that his official one? I can't, because people say he's a journalist, but he is not a journalist.
No, but I mean, he's an MC for GameTrailers.com, right? So
for us geeks. Yeah.
He knows the business, and he's decent at it. Like, even though he sits around with Mountain Dew and Doritos.
And the Halo staring at him, judging him.
But the other guy they got, like, fuck his name. What is his name?
Jeff Winger from Community.
Terrible, and he just seems so antagonistic to Geoff, like, the whole time. Like, he took it to the point when he was already making that stereotype of gamers, like, living in the basement of their mom's house. Like, this is supposed to be an award show for gamers. Why would you even want to, like, antagonize that and insinuate that stereotype?
Which is, well, I don't know. People are saying that it's just how that's Joel McHale, I think is his real name is.
That sounds about right.
That's just how his jokes are. Like, that's just how
it comes off as sarcastic.
Or that's just how he is.
That's how the way he talks.
But Will is definitely right. It's not how that does not work. It just does not work. They definitely picked the wrong person. Like, I'm not too sure, but I think last year was Samuel L. Jackson. Or maybe that was a year before. I'm not too sure, but like, those are okay hosts. Like, yeah, but not someone that will literally like piss off gamers or make them. I don't understand.
Getting a big celebrity dude to host a gaming show is that they don't know what they're doing. Like, they can't. I would rather them get, I think they had Jack Black at one point, and I think Jack Black is a little bit better, considering he's done a lot of voice work for gaming.
Jack Black's perfect.
That was the first VJs I watched. That was pretty cool. Like, his hosting was pretty decent.
But yeah, I guess, I don't know. But even if you take out the hosting aside,
the actual awarding content and
yeah, the awarding content wasn't bad. It was pretty bad, and the reveal was the worst this year.
The reveals, like, wow, Cranky Kong, woohoo, good job, Reggie.
Good job, Reggie. I'll go here for showing Cranky Kong. Like, fantastic. I thought
see, that's what makes it so disappointing, Nintendo. Like, are you guys even trying? I mean, that was your big reveal, Cranky Kong? Are you serious?
Yeah, you officially announced that Nintendo will be in Spike TV VGX for the first. I'm not really first
with
time.
An exclusive world premiere announcement, and it's like, okay, you're gonna be excited for this shit. There's gonna be Zelda. There's gonna be Metro. There's gonna be something awesome.
Something different.
Cranky Kong. Who cares about Cranky Kong?
Donkey Kong's cranky
grandfather.
Whatever.
Grandfather, uncle, whatever.
Is he grandfather? Yeah. I don't know. That was disappointing. The only big thing that came out of that show, which I'm really excited for, was all those damn Telltale games that was announced. Which is only 2. Not really a lot. I'm sorry.
Well,
just two.
The Borderlands game and the Game of Thrones.
Tales of Borderlands and
The game-
officially a Game of Thrones game being made by Telltale Games. That's pretty big. That's actually really big because Telltale Games, the makers of the Walking Dead game and the Wolf Among Us, are still developing those two games right now. So it just shows that how successful or how the season 1 of The Walking Dead, that's just complete gold for them.
Right.
Because all of a sudden they have all these big franchises and title brands just like, we want you to make a game for us. I mean, like seriously, they got HBO with them now. They have Gearbox doing a crossover with them. Now they have 4 games that'll be constantly being developed.
But it was also a little bit disappointing because it was a lot of the trailers we saw were games we've already seen at E3. We saw The Witcher, we saw Thief,
I haven't seen the Thief one yet, but yeah.
Titanfall, The Division, Quantum Break.
The Division was like, we'll show you snow tech.
South Park. And I mean, it's like, sayang naman because this was the first opportunity they had to showcase the next generation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And sayang naman. I thought really sayang that they didn't take full advantage of that. Maybe was it the fault of the industry and that they just had nothing to show? Possibly, but
possibly, yeah.
You know, we did see a few things. Like I think No Man's Sky was the biggest one that drew attention there. That's the sort of sci-fi sandbox one where you literally can travel from the planet side up to space.
Yeah, whoever doesn't like, can someone like look up the developers? Because I want to get this right. No Man's Sky is literally, like what Will said, and it's literally like you being able to go from like, if you see a star, you can like go to that star.
And see the planets.
Go to that planet, yeah, and then go to that one of those planets and actually go underwater on that planet.
Yeah,
and
it's all procedurally generated, so no game will ever be like, and it's by a group called Hello Games.
And it's only by 5, I'm not too sure if it's true, but it's only 4 developers working on this.
It's very ambitious, but if it works...
So ambitious, such a small team, and I don't know, well, I hope it does well.
Yep. What else did we see? There was a Double Fine game, Broken Age, that was shown.
Broken Age, yeah.
And Dying Light, which is the parkour zombie kind of game.
Which looks horrible. It's the makers of Dead Island.
Dead Island, exactly.
Apparently they can't get away from that genre or that whole atmosphere of post-apocalyptic because they're doing that. It's pretty much the same thing, but just more parkour-y.
But what do you think? What do you think they need to do though to make this show like worthwhile? Like we want it to be, because gamers, like, you know, we want the show to be good, but every year we go and we see it and it's crap. So what needs to be changed? Do you think that to make this something that we would enjoy watching and be, you know, support? I think first of all they need to get better hosts.
No, for one, yeah, better hosts. They have to find that perfect person to host this kind of thing. Second, I think our game industry has to at least suck up and stop making sequels over and left and right.
That, and I think they need to stop being such a media outlet for these AAA titles, because a lot of the criticism is that it's basically just a showcase for EA and Activision and whoever who want to show off their new shit. And the awards, it feels like a lot of the awards are just being awarded as filler, and it's not really due to any real achievement in that sense.
Yeah, I just think that the game industry has to be bigger for us to at least have like more developers, more IPs showing up every single year, to the point that filling up that 5 list for that category is hard. Because right now, from what I see in the first one, like this year, it literally just shows that like they're just dumping something for the sake of completing that 5 list.
No, exactly. I mean, yeah. Look at like. I agree completely. Cause
Sorry for listening.
I see some here that I just don't feel really worth having. You know, are just not worth being there at all.
So it's not really the awards' fault. I think it's also like I don't think the industry is definitely growing, but I don't think it's there in terms of scale enough. Like because we have so many generic shit to the point that it's hard to fill up a 5 list of like for an award system. Like for best shooter, Like we know, like
We
those
had- we
two
had
damn
Call-
franchises that keep on fucking.
Yeah, we
playing.
had Battlefield, Call of Duty. That's got to be there, right?
Yeah, and then we have Bioshock, which is a great story, but apparently it's also the first person that has a gun, so let's just dump that there. You know, like we just need more variety, more platforms, more adventures, more 2D platforms, just a lot more of everything. To the point that it'll be easier to actually make a list. Like fighting games, like we need more fighting games. Like people just have to get out of their comfort zone and just start making shit. More IPs, more. That's it. That's what I think on how this award will work. But sadly, it's not. And another thing, they should actually have something like big reveals in the same caliber as last year or in like the year before. Like officially announcing Mass Effect 3, officially announcing Uncharted 3, officially announcing Skyrim. Like those are the announcements we want to see in front of these awards. Telltale is definitely pretty cool. That's good. But not like, for example, The Division. Like, you give us a 2-minute trailer of them explaining on how amazing their snow tech is. I mean, like, stuff like that. It's just horrible. What else? Witcher 3 is something we also know. There's nothing really that big, like in terms of next gen. We didn't see a new Zelda.
Yeah, I mean, and like everything they've shown that is next gen, we saw at E3. It's just new footage, basically. So, here's hoping that next year the award show improves. I want it to be a good show. I want it to be a show I can look forward to seeing instead of being like, oh god, okay, here we go. I'll just watch the trailers tomorrow on NeoGAF or whatever.
Yeah. This or go Megs.
For me, I think I'm gonna talk about like for the VGAs, VGX in general.
Yeah.
It's like it seems to be run by people who don't know anything about games.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
their categories for winning are like so mainstream that like there's a disconnect with the viewer and the like what you said, the shooter of the year. Oh, so does that mean we're gonna get the shooter every year? Like is that good for the industry? Like we're already seeing the decline of shooter hype in terms of numbers.
Yeah, I mean, there are some categories that I think are good, like the best voice actor female, voice actor male.
Yeah, those are fine.
Those are real achievements of the industry, right? Like, I mean, why couldn't they have something like best engine design or best sound engineering, things like that. I would like to see that.
You have like the most mainstream categories for some, then the occasional maybe one or two obscure games. Then like the winner would be like obviously the big title that made the most numbers. Like I guess the only thing that caught me off guard last time was that The Walking Dead won the VGAs.
I think no one was expecting that either, but
I think no one expected Telltale Games to be an actual great developer. Because like they're like literally swimming in gold right now. Like I hope they do well.
Considering the record of their previous games weren't so hot.
Yeah, like literally when I played The Walking Dead, I was amazed. I loved what they did, and it's obvious that they found their niche. And then I looked at the Jurassic Park, the Back to the Future, their previous games, and it was nowhere in that same caliber. Yeah, it was like quality. They finally found how to make it right, and
they're getting better at it.
They're getting better at it. Who played The Wolf Among Us? Like first episode? No,
I haven't played it, but I've seen a few parts of it, and it looks really good.
Yeah, okay. I was hoping that someone had an impression of that, but yeah, like they're moving forward, and now they have like 3 titles to work on simultaneously. Like their team's getting bigger, and they're excuse me. They're getting well known. I hope we see more of this. Like these kind of people, like story-driven developers. Because I want more genres, more different shit around.
So you're saying it's not just the fault of the show; it's also in general the industry as a whole.
Yeah, like I said a while ago, we have to grow up.
It's the VGX is essentially the result of the industry being as it is with all these. Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
Well, I'm getting sick. Because seriously, I think Miggy's right. Like we're gonna see definitely a decline in shooters. Like.
The Call of Duty train is slowing down for sure.
It is.
The
sandbox train is also slowing down because we have a lot of sandboxes.
Right, that's true.
Like, what else? I want to see more of platformers. not just in Nintendo, because I'm sure like I have this weird image of people actually saying that when it comes to platformers, it's instantly Nintendo. It's not true. Like there's a lot of great platformers around there. 2D shooters, fighting games.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Definitely a lot. But anything else you want to talk about the VGX?
No, that's about it for me.
I just need to watch it and see how bad it really is.
No, I tried watching the first 30 minutes and I said, screw it, I'll just skim through it.
I'll just watch the trailers later.
Yeah.
But
I knew what came out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's we should get around to talking about how we felt this year went already. I think this was a pretty big year because it was the end of a long generation.
It was 2013 was a long year.
But I mean, it was the end. It was the end of the PS3 and Xbox 360 generation. So
generation
we saw a lot,
6.
Yeah, pretty much. I think 6.
Yeah.
But it's it's also when we see a lot of the big and best of the systems coming out too, because it's their last hurrah. They're gonna go out with a bang, and the people have been developing for these systems for so long, so they know what they're doing already.
Yeah, they definitely.
And we've seen some really great games this year. We saw Grand Theft Auto, we saw BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, the new Tomb Raider. There's just a lot of Dark Souls. Was Dark Souls this year, or was that?
No, that was last year.
It's not.
That's not okay.
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider for sure, right?
Metal Gear Revengeance. That's actually a pretty awesome game.
Yeah, that came out this year. Even
Splinter Cell Blacklist. Sorry, what?
The new DMC also came out like in January of this year.
That's true.
Yeah, I played that. That's actually pretty good. Like, definitely a good reboot. Actually, it was actually a good surprise. What else do I have here? I said a while ago, Blacklist. Splinter Cell Blacklist was really good. Also our indie scene, they're actually pretty good. Wait, what I have? Is Don't Starve is this year? I think.
Ni no Kuni. I think that was this year.
Oh well, that too. Well, yeah, JRPGs. We have Ni no Kuni. Finally, it took like 2 years to get that into English or something. What else? We just had a great year in general.
Great year in gaming in general. We saw some. I think this year also was the start of the end, or the start of when we began to really notice that something's wrong with Nintendo. Because the Wii U was released last year, 2012.
Yep.
And no one really had any idea how well it was going to do, but this year I think it's time people are realizing that Nintendo just has no idea what they're doing with the damn system.
It's like they're really like they're aiming and they're just closing their eyes and they just hope they'll hit the target.
Yeah, we saw some big hiccups also. SimCity EA, that was a major disaster on their end.
Oh, that was SimCity this year, no?
The 2013 version of SimCity was completely, that was a complete disaster.
Wait, it was Diablo 3? No, that was last year.
That was last year also.
About to add Diablo 3 was actually last year. We mentioned already GTA 5. Final Fantasy 13-2, was it this year? No, it was last year.
I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Sorry. But yeah, it was.
Excuse me.
It was definitely a great year. Saints Row 4? Has anybody picked that up? Saints Row the 4?
I want to pick that up, actually.
People say it's a great game.
We've had definitely a lot more good games than bad.
Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4 for sure.
Call of Doggy.
Call of Duty.
Hey, don't blame it. Still the same game, which is actually a good game.
So Injustice, which is one of the best fighting games to come out.
Oh yeah, it came out this year as well.
Right.
Will it? Wow.
It did.
Yeah, it came out in March or Feb.
That new package. That new package, like the Ultimate whatever, it's actually pretty.
Yeah, I like the cover of Ultimate. Lobo in the center.
If you have Lobo, considered the worst, I think, the worst character.
No, not the worst, but
he's low tier.
He's down there, yeah.
Yeah, he's down there.
He's pretty low tier. But as we saw, I think low tier means nothing. Really,
there is no tiers in Injustice. It's all matchup based.
It's all
Metro Last Light.
Metro Last Light. We
People
saw.
say it was this year.
We saw
People say it was
David.
a
We
quick
saw David Cage again with.
I hate that game.
game. Okay.
The game that shall not be mentioned. That should be a movie.
Made by Cage.
The David Cage movie.
The Last of Us. 3DS games. You also
I'm
have.
very happy with The Last of Us because I thought I liked it a lot. I know Biggie doesn't really like it and I understand where he's coming from because as a game, it's easy to grok it and to see like, okay, there's going to be guys coming out here or something like that. But
It looks amazing though. Like
it does, yeah.
visuals. Then like the story is really pretty
But
good.
you notice also like it's just all sequels. We have very few new IPs that have come out. Injustice being one, of course.
This is a new IP.
The Last of Us is a new IP, but like a lot of the big releases were Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4.
Yeah, pretty much the big month, which is November, where like those big games come out. It's usually the same stuff. Like it's the same old story with just a different chapter.
Oh, but Diablo 3 actually did come out this year
On consoles.
On consoles. So that's
that's why I got confused. Okay, yeah. But I don't want to add that in. Like it's not really.
What else did we see? We saw Dead Space 3. I think that was this year. Crisis.
Oh yeah, it was this. Yeah, it was this. Well, this
Was
year.
it this year?
I think it was this year. Dead Space.
Oh well.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely a long year. Wow.
That was very early this year.
Yeah, it was one of those January. No, not January.
February. That was when.
Yeah.
We
got a lot of
We got a
games.
few reboots as well this year. Like earlier, DMC and Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Right. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was a fantastic reboot. I love Tomb Raider.
Yeah, whoever hasn't picked up Tomb Raider, I think you should definitely pick it up. It's definitely whoever's not a fan of Tomb Raider will become a fan of Tomb Raider if you play this game, and whoever is a fan of Tomb Raider will appreciate how they did this. It's
Definitely, and I think I really like the new Lara Croft. I think she's a much more believable character now, and not just some big
They're not just balloon tits.
balloon, or polygon
Yeah.
tits as before.
Yeah, you'll actually appreciate how badass she becomes as you progress through the story. Like, damn, she's actually a badass.
Oh well, what else? We saw Far Cry 3. I just mentioned Far Cry 3. That was another.
Far Cry 3 was last year.
Really? Was it?
December. It was the last December title for 2012.
Oh, okay. I
Far Cry 3,
Right,
the Blood
you're
Dragon
right,
was actually
right.
the DLC.
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon was yeah, that was
Was
hilarious.
the DLC?
Yeah, the DLC, which I want to play. But yeah, we had a great. Was that PS4 came out?
Yeah, and
new
Xbox
consoles
One
came out.
and Xbox
Yeah.
2.
And Nintendo 3DS had an awesome year as well.
Nintendo's 3DS lineup got like I don't know big off
Fantastic
this
lineup.
year.
Yeah.
It blew up. Like we had Link to the
and
Past.
the 3DS also came out out
Yeah,
of
that's-
nowhere.
Yes, out of nowhere. We don't want to.
Out of nowhere, like we had like that's our very first episode, and we
Like Nintendo was going surprise,
Supplies,
Prince Money.
please give
here's
us more
the, here's
budget.
the Nintendo 3DS -1. Does that make any sense? I don't know, but yeah, that came out too.
It came out of nowhere, and it got released relatively like fast after.
We
its
saw a lot
announcement.
of movement also. I think in the casual and mobile gaming. Angry Birds Star Wars came out.
Plants vs Zombies finally
Did
came
that
out.
come out this year? Angry Birds Star
Angry
Wars?
Birds Star Wars came out this year. Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Plants vs Zombies 2 came out.
It's about time.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally. I want to go back again to 3DS because they had a great lineup. They had Pokemon X and Y.
They had Pokemon. They had Zelda. They had Phoenix
a
Wright.
bunch of new Mario games. And Phoenix Wright, yeah.
The Mario game.
Project X Zone. That was good. They had.
Was there any good Vita game this year? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Injustice is on the Vita. Thumbs
Actually,
up.
that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I have to say. Having Injustice in the Vita.
Yeah, it looks really good to be fair.
The Wii U tried to have a good year.
And sadly, it's sad that the Wii U suffered such a bad year. Actually,
And I've heard good things about the Wonderful 101 too.
I've heard a
Yeah.
lot of. I mean, it was
I'll not play
nominated.
that.
It was nominated as best Nintendo game. It lost to Super Mario 3D World.
Oh wow, and that's not even a first party game.
Yeah, I've heard even good
Not
things
bad.
about Rayman, the new Rayman on Wii U.
The new
Rayman
Rayman
Legends.
is pretty good, yeah.
I want to pick up the new Rayman. I actually played the demo with my couple of my nephews because I don't know, they just want to play my Xbox 360, and that's a good looking game, like
And it's
for what it
always
is.
to the bone.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There was Pikmin also on the Wii U.
Pikmin 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that did come up.
That's pretty much it. That's what makes it so sad. Is like I think in the whole year, those are the biggest games for the Wii U.
For the Wii U, yes. They didn't really have a strong follow-up for November. Like they weren't included in the big yearly titles like Battlefield 4 or no.
Well, that's.
Oh, they had Call of Duty Ghost.
They had Call of Duty. They had Batman: Arkham Origins, the
Armored Edition.
Armored Edition. Was that Arkham City Armored Edition?
That was Arkham City. Yeah,
Arkham City Armored.
since you mentioned Batman Arkham, also Arkham City came out this year.
Yeah.
Arkham Origins, you mean?
Origins. Oh, sorry. What did I say? But yeah.
I think this year was also when PS Plus went to the Vita as well, and not just on PS3.
That's worth,
Which
yes.
I'm sure boosted up Vita sales and made Vita owners very, very happy.
Oh, we're
Yeah, 'cause
forgetting
they
where
don't
we
games.
should mention the Vita TV, which was released in Japan.
Someone, if they can find it, like,
It's
after
available at Data Blitz also. Yeah.
No, they're officially announcing it's also coming out in Asia. Like,
Oh,
Sony's announcing
Oh,
it.
yes, thank you. That's very good.
It's not that, like, Database is like, I'm going to import this here. No, Sony is definitely bringing it here to the Philippines. So whoever wants it will get
Let's talk a little bit about the local scene and what's happened with Data Blitz also. They released their...
It's alive. It's still around.
It's live, and they pretty much remember last year they had a huge kerfuffle with X-Play regarding the NBA 2K13, I think.
Yeah, and
There was that one.
And now this year they're selling NBA 2K14 like there's nothing had ever happened, and X-Play is basically nowhere to be found. I don't know what happened to those guys at all.
and I don't know. We'll leave it there because even Database called out like it's been a year after, and then nothing happened. So it's weird. It's like, but Database is still around. Database has a new plan, but it's not really a plan. Like a loyalty system.
They have a loyalty system. Yep, they released that about bloody time they did that.
Yeah, but I haven't even done anything with that damn loyalty system. What else? Local scene is actually pretty as expected. Like nothing, to be honest. A couple local tournaments here and there. The usual toy fairs and all that for the locals.
Yeah, I think about Imperium opening. I mean, that is technically this year. That's hopefully going to have a big effect next year. Well, we'll talk a little bit.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But it's definitely a good start.
It's definitely a good start.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
Despite
Pretty
coming
big
out
in
at the
terms of
end.
local gaming news.
Definitely. What else?
Is
That 2013 in a nutshell?
That's pretty much 2013 in a nutshell. So I think overall, well, we can obviously talk about E3 and Microsoft fucking up Xbox.
Oh
One.
yeah, we should talk about that. Yeah.
I mean, they learned quickly from that. I mean, they went 360 right away.
They obviously didn't do
180.
enough research about their target.
Yeah, and that makes me kind of sad because like Xbox is really such a, I mean, it's a big name for gamers. So when you see the company who puts that out not understanding a damn thing about their market, it just makes you a little bit sad. So I'm very thankful that they decided to 180 on all those stupid decisions they made. I'm happy Sony decided not to make any major changes. Although I get the feeling that they decide on the sort of a 11th hour thing when they say, oh shit, Xbox One's getting slammed. Let's just say, let's not mention that we were going to do the same thing. But,
Yeah.
we'll never know now. But, that's, I'm just happy that
It's done.
it's
Like, I mean,
done,
it's
yeah. And,
not an issue anymore.
and,
Like, I don't want to dwell on that.
Yeah, exactly. And looking at things now, looking at the sales figures, they're neck and neck. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are selling neck and neck.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to tell right now who's a clear winner, but definitely it's not like.
It's not like a major gap anywhere, right?
Yeah.
It's very small, whoever's leading.
But if you add the Wii U into this whole chart, then you'll see the gap.
Yeah, they'll see the gap there. That's
Because I want to mention, like we announced it last year, but I want to mention it again this year. Not last year, last episode. I'll mention it in this episode. PS4, Xbox One did outsell the Wii U already in just a day, so
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the year of. This is supposed to be Nintendo's year of Luigi.
It's the year of Luigi.
But
Luigi died.
Luigi is second player. He'll always be second player.
Apparently next year is still the year of Luigi.
But you know what's problems? Luigi can be second player, third player, or fourth player. And was that? I think didn't Luigi's Magic come out this year?
Luigi's Mansion 2
Dark
came
Moon
out
on the 3DS. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to put that because it's a good game. People say it's a good game, so I want to point that out.
Luigi's Mansion 1 was a fun game. I really liked Luigi.
It was, yeah.
So I still have to play Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. I don't have that yet, but it's probably something I should pick up.
I've heard good things about it too, so that's some.
But yeah, that's the 2013 in a nutshell. Pretty big overall. What was your favorites actually, Miggy, Will? Like
off the top of my head.
Yeah, off the top. Cause we didn't set this one up. I just want to throw it out there. Like, what's your highlight of 2013 in a gaming sense?
Like, what do you mean highlight?
Like personal highlight, or like what I feel was the biggest? Oh, the biggest highlight is
game for me, or as in
anything in general. Because I'll start. So you have an example. Like for me, it's the whole 180 of Xbox One. Yeah, like I didn't think Microsoft had it in them to say, I'm sorry, we're not doing it anymore. I didn't think the company had big enough balls to actually just revert everything. That was the highlight for me in 2013 because it was like it's
fast as well.
Yeah, that was I didn't think that was possible. Like apparently, if you guys complain enough, they will do something about it. Like if there's a big enough outcry, things will happen, things will change. So that's one of my highlights because they kind of care. So yeah, stuff like that.
Mad enough on the internet, people will listen.
Yeah, if you use the hashtag more enough, something like that. Yeah, so like you, mixed. Oh yeah,
I'll go first. All right.
Yeah.
I guess it's that when Injustice came out, the Facebook group hosted its first Injustice tournament in Manila at Mega Mall, which I commentated on.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty fun.
That.
Like, I like watching the Marvels. I like the commentators, so being behind the mics is a different experience.
Yeah, that's actually you do this after that event. You did other commentaries as well, right? No, is this the one where?
No, the one at Mega Mall was that was it, and then they asked me to do it again at the grand opening of Imperium.
Ah, okay. I thought you had something in between that.
Oh no.
Okay, but yeah, definitely. Actually, I want to put a shout out to all the local communities because actually we're actually getting bigger. Like we have an Injustice community, a Mortal Kombat community.
Yeah, like almost every form of fighting game as a community.
Oh,
any competitive game actually.
I do have to mention one thing that's sort of gaming related that happened this year, and that is like the domination of Candy Crush on the mobile market.
What?
This is the year of Candy Crush on smartphones.
Yeah, aside from selfies, Candy Crush did happen.
I've never seen a single picture of that game. I only know it by name.
Oh, really? It looks like Bejeweled with candy. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Bejeweled with candy, and you just feel like you wanna not buy candy after playing.
Forget Candy Crush. What about Cookie Clicker?
Cookie Clicker is amazing. I haven't. I don't know what to say about Cookie Clicker.
The hype is shit.
That was that. Will, what about you?
Aside from Candy Crush,
what was your highlight of 2013?
Well, I think watching E3 and just the hype around the new consoles. That that was really exciting for me. An exciting time of the year for me. When I saw Killer Instinct, I was like, oh my god, it's Killer Instinct, and I'm still so looking forward to playing that. Well, one thing we got to mention for sure is a big thing is that we started up the podcast. This is going to be
that happened.
That is true. This may be the last one ever.
For the year.
for 2013. But yeah, we started the podcast
14 weeks ago.
14 weeks ago. I forgot that I should know this day. The day we had our first episode, I forgot. But yeah, this is our 14th episode. It's our 14th week of constantly talking about anything and everything video games. But yeah, that's a highlight. That's a great highlight.
Definitely a highlight, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than
Whoever's listening, thank you. We're not done yet though.
we're not at all.
We're not done.
Other highlights for me, I bought a 3DS, so I guess that's a bit of a highlight.
Oh, that was this year.
That was this year. I bought the 3DS XL, yeah.
Well, Miggy was supposed to buy a 3DS. I'm gonna write it
then, Japanese plastic figures of robots and animators came out.
Yeah, things like that can happen. Oh, sorry.
I hate myself for that. I got another highlight. Like Will mentioned, E3. I was watching the live streams of Xbox, PlayStation, and then Nintendo Direct after.
Yeah.
When they showed off Mega Man for Smash Bros.
Oh, for Smash Bros. That's a highlight.
Apartment building just woke up.
You scream like
Some fat kid downstairs is yelling. Somebody go check it out.
But that was pretty hype though when they met Mega Man.
They probably found me writhing on the floor, foaming in the mouth from excitement.
Definitely was hype. I have to admit, I'll say also Injustice was pretty exciting for me when I learned that it was the guys who made Mortal Kombat, which I really liked. I really liked the new Mortal Kombat. So,
I was following Injustice since they rumored it.
So when they there was always been a sort of a thing between DC and Mortal Kombat because remember they did the mashup fighting game at one point.
And NetherRealm is owned by Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it is.
That's what happened.
But so it seemed like a natural progression. Now I don't know if they're going to make. I think they're going to make another Mortal Kombat first, or they're going to do.
I'm sure that's happening. Ed Boon wants that to happen.
Yeah, another MK. So
no, MK was still a successful.
It was very, and it was. I thought for me, MK was one of the best fighting games in a long time. That
was a perfect reboot.
It was a great game. Like it had so much content in it. It's just a fantastic game. And I'm really happy to see that it made its way to the competitive circuit on EVO. And same thing with Injustice. I think Injustice has a lot of great content. It's fun to play. It's not, it's different from Street Fighter, but still a very competent fighting game. And I'm also happy to see it on the competitive circuit. So that was another highlight for me this year. I guess that's it.
My highlight is when they announced NAC.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's
really?
No, I'm sorry. You want to jump in before is there anything else you want to mention about 2010 before we move on to our not hilarious, but more like out of the box award lineup?
I'm just looking forward to 2014 and seeing what that's got in store for.
Actually, you want to talk about that or?
Well, I don't have any specific wish lists to say, but I'm just really excited to see what's coming for the next gen. I think it's early on in the next gen, so we won't see too much of a big change. But by next year, we will have our first next gen only game, I think, or like a real jump to the next gen. Like right now, a lot of the games we've seen look like regular games that have been better, prettier graphics. No,
I pretty much like the games that I still believe that the current gen can still pull off.
That's why I think next year we'll see a game where the Xbox will take full advantage of Kinect 2.0. Hopefully, will work.
Dragon Ball Z 2 for Kinect.
Yeah, and then I'm hoping to see something that will totally say, okay, this looks next gen, this feels next gen. That's what I'm hoping for next year. So yeah.
What about you, Migs? Before we hit our awards, what are you looking forward to? Sorry.
Same thing that I've been looking forward to since E3. Bayonetta 2 and Super Smash Brothers.
Wii U titles.
And Bayonetta, you see, actually it's the Wii U stuff that we're looking forward to, is Smash and Bayonetta. So.
No, I'm telling you, if there's one thing that Nintendo has in terms of advantage, it's the fact that they've been out earlier. I mean, like longer. So hopefully they have a lot of developers dabbling on their system on what they can do. Because I'm sure like the PS4 and the Xbox One, people are still like they're still testing the waters, seeing what they can do, what they can develop. Nintendo has others that have touched the system for longer. So hopefully by next year we have tons of Wii U titles. Like they shove us of like filled with Wii U games that we just want to buy the Wii U because they kind of need that right now. That's my highlight. That's my hope for 2014. We see more. We see like shit, man. Cranky Kong for VGX. Seriously.
Just not letting that go.
Reggie, my body is not ready for that.
You could have like launched a 20-second clip of Zelda staring at the sunset. Boom. Excitement.
Yeah.
Make
Make a
seriously.
Zelda trailer that doesn't look like the actual game. Remember Wind
why not?
Waker?
Or
Like for example, like Mass Effect 3 was announced. You just saw Shepard looking at a fucked up Earth. Like seriously, that's it.
That's the thing I think about Nintendo. It has no idea how to hype its games. Like they could just have had Reggie, if they just had Reggie come in wearing a Metroid suit and say absolutely nothing, and just stand there and then walk out
And smile to the camera.
People would be talking that for days. But no, it's fucking cranking up.
mean.
So that's another highlight. Reggie, get out of your ass. Like you got shit to do. You got work to do. You
Make
seriously
our
do.
bodies ready, Reggie. Ready.
My highlight's gotta be also in terms of games. It has to be Titanfall. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Titanfall
I'm so
looks
giggly about that
something
game.
I want to play. It looks like
Watch
some fun.
Dogs also. I mean,
You mean Delayed Dogs?
delayed Watch
Delayed
Dogs.
Dogs. Hey, I said like last episode. I think thankfully it's delayed because I don't think it would have made it. It would have been a horrible game if it came out.
But it's just
that's
funny how late they announced the delay. I
I know.
mean, Data Blitz in Green Hills already has a banner that says "Watch Dogs, purchase now," and they just take over the word "purchase," but the P is still there. So P now.
Horrible, absolutely horrible. But it's a last. I think it was like well, it's a good move. It's a risky move actually because they had like what Stick of Truth. Is that it? The South Park game
Delayed a lot.
Yeah.
that was pushed to next year. Watch Dogs pushed to next year.
Even
It's a good decision. It's a good decision actually because they also have Assassin's Creed 4 already there and Splinter Cell. It's hard. It's kind of stupid to have Ubisoft like fight each other. So thank God they actually did it. But yeah, 2014 is very interesting. Another highlight, I hope we see a lot of games coming out. Not like games that have a number on it. Like seriously, like just some new IPs. Just, come on, devs, like make something new out of what we have. Make a game, like something like we need more developers like Telltale Games actually, just to get out of the box and just make something awesome. That's my highlight. That's my hope for 2014. You guys want to move on to the whole?
Yes, we should move on because we
Absurd
actually have our own awards to give out for this year. And these
Yeah, we're not saying best shooter of 2013. We're not going to say that shit.
Our awards are much better. Our awards are like awesome awards. So we don't have
You want to start this way? Like
we don't have a drum roll unfortunately, but we'll start it off. Our first award, our first category here tonight for this prestigious award ceremony. Best mocap dog.
You have to start with
the best mocap dog. So obviously the first people are going to think Call of Duty dog has got this in the bag, but my vote goes to Chop. Chop from Grand Theft Auto.
Chop? Yo, that's a nice choice.
Chops.
Dude,
Chop.
Yeah.
Chop had so much more personality than the
Oh man, he could survive a car running over him.
dude.
have no problem with
That one mission where you kind of get to control him.
You see his smello-vision?
Yeah, and then you kind of like he started like wanders off and starts humping that other dog. I was like, oh my god! I started
The
laughing.
other dog who's also a dude.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Wait, Will, can you confirm this? That since you played the Call of Duty Ghost campaign, when Riley dies, the dog.
Well, Riley
does
does not die actually. Oh, what you mean in the story? She doesn't
Or
really...
multiplayer.
No, is there a point now if he gets shot, like
No, that's the thing. The dog will never get shot. The dog
much
is in,
for the feels.
the dog is invulnerable until a scripted point, and then
Wow.
he'll get injured. I'm sorry, spoiling it, guys. The dog gets injured, but
He doesn't
yeah.
die.
Well, here's an awesome thing about Chops, though. You put a C4 on him, you blow him up,
He's still.
he dies, but he respawns.
But do you agree? It's either Chop or
Right?
Saber.
Right?
My other choice would have been Saberwolf from Killer Instinct because
Oh, wow.
he's sort of a dog.
Yeah, that's a bit of a gray area, but I think it's fine.
That's a bit of a gray area.
Speaking of gray area, my award for best dog mocap would go to old Blade Wolf and the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance
Actually, that's
game.
true. That's true. That dog.
He's got a
Nice.
chainsaw on his tail. He talks.
He's a robot.
He smart asses you with his robot brain.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
He's got
That's a
his
good
own
nomination.
DLC. He has his,
He has his
got
own DLC.
that came out
That's
free.
how badass he is.
That is
yeah.
now available for free.
for free when I fucking paid for it. God damn it! It's like
Okay, so you guys gave a different nominations, I'm gonna try to go. Oh my god, I can't even want to do this, but I just want to try to do it. I'm gonna go with the Call of Duty dog
oh, okay. Just because he's a Call of Duty dog.
Did he
because he's a
touch your
Call of Duty
heart?
dog.
He hyped up the Xbox One. You know, like
He hyped up the Call of Duty.
He
game.
spawned amazing fan arts.
Yes,
yeah, he did.
He hyped the game up for positive and negative reception. He
It did its
he was
job.
able to get featured just because his hair waves differently.
You can have
his
you can
fur
see
is
detail in his ears.
Yeah, so I think that's amazing for a mocap for this year. That's
That's a
the
lot
point.
of
He has
detail
that.
for a dog.
That's a lot of hype for a dog. And
That's a lot of dog for a video game.
That's a lot of dog for a video game. So I'm gonna go in for the Call of Duty dog because it's not his fault. He got all that attention, and he did pretty good.
And it's the dog who did the mocap for Riley is a real like army dog. It's like a real like
He's a real
Yeah,
German
and
Shepherd.
whoever did Riley's mocap was an actual dog.
No,
Exactly.
no, but not just an actual dog, but like an actual tier 1 spec ops dog. So like,
He's more
There you
soldier
go.
than
Because
the
tier
soldier.
ones walk differently. I don't know.
it's
The dog is more of a soldier than the soldiers in the game.
They're invulnerable. The Riley's invulnerable. But yeah, I'm going for Call of Duty dog. Just,
okay. Well, that's so we're split decision on that one between Blade Wolf, Chop, and Riley.
Riley.
Okay,
Yeah.
Everybody
so we get-
wins.
Everybody wins
Everybody
that
wins.
one. Our next category is the best sequel that's almost the same as the last one. Eddie.
Wait, I got a bit confused by the wording.
It's the best sequel that's almost the same as the previous game.
How many? I haven't actually played much.
There's a lot. There's actually a lot this year. There's actually a lot
Yeah,
this year.
but there's a
But
lot, but I haven't played much of those this year.
I'm gonna say Battlefield 4 because I'm having a lot of fun with it, but it's pretty much the same as Battlefield 3 with exploding buildings.
Me, I think I think this actually hits the spot. Splinter Cell.
That's a good choice, actually.
It's the same. It's technically still the same game.
The same game, yeah,
But they mashed up what we love about Splinter Cell, like the stealth mechanics, and what we got at Conviction, which is more of an action-oriented Splinter Cell. And you put that together, we got Blacklist, and that was a really great game. Like it was a sequel to because technically it was still a sequel because it was after Conviction.
You're right, it was, yeah.
So yeah, Splinter Cell Blacklist.
But Splinter Cell is the one game series that can get away with making a sequel without a number. You know?
yeah. And then they take out Michael Ironside, and everybody just sad.
Which I did not like. I think the new voice actor does not capture the same
You think?
feel as Michael Ironside did, but whatever.
What about you, Migs? Like,
I guess mine
There's gotta be something.
kind of hits the gray area again. It's not actually a sequel, but like it's a different iteration of essentially the same game and the same engine. I'm giving it to Tekken Revolution.
Okay, yeah, that's
They managed to make Tekken more casual than it already is.
that's actually
And
valid, Migs,
it's free
because
to play. I like Tekken Revolution. I play more of it if I can find matches.
I consider that valid for the nominee because it's like, seriously, it's technically a sequel. It's the next game.
Yeah, if
But
Tekken
it's
Rev
still
had a story,
Tekken.
it'd probably be It's just bullshit as every other Tekken story.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
Throwing babies off cliffs.
Is it like you only play Paul and you have to buy the rest of the people? Like
No, you have a set of characters initially. Then you earn gift points that, if you accumulate a certain number of gift points, you get another character unlock, and it's random.
Oh.
Like the first one I got was Alyssa, then the second I got was Leo.
Oh, and we have like the whole roster of Tekken technically
Not
available
the
for
whole, but they're constantly adding characters, and I believe they're working on a Tekken Revolution exclusive character, which we're surely enough is obviously going to appear in the next real Tekken sequel. I'm guessing that's what always happens.
Yeah, it always happens like that. But yeah, that's actually a pretty cool nomination.
Yeah, and Tekken, same as Tag 2, Tekken Revolution has a pretty amazing netcode for a fighting game.
Thank God, because Tekken's pretty hype here.
Yeah, the people like the Tekken. They can mash stuff, you know. The third place
They can
is
mash
set,
up
you
and
can mash.
then place third, and then
You can become
actually-
Daigo level if you mash in Tekken.
Yeah, even if you're 13 years old.
And
stuff like that.
Revolution has invincible moves.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
everyone has one move that has invincibility frames and causes a hard knockdown.
Hey, patch that shit, yo.
Yo, man, I lost to that. It's the worst feeling in the world, but I keep on playing.
Next one.
So nobody wins
Award.
again. We're all...
Will.
Oh, next category. Best release date patch.
Like how big a
that's
window release day?
The day it came out?
On the day it came out.
Day
or the day,
one
the
patch?
few days. No, let's the
Month?
maybe up to a month, like a very early necessary patch that was needed.
Yeah, I got one for that.
Oh, I got one for that. Can I say
All
it?
right, go.
The patch that never happened on GTA Online, which supposedly fixed
The character
all the
releases?
issues. No, like they never had a patch on day one to fix it. Like when GTA Online came out, it was just a horrible mess.
Yeah, it was a horrible...
There was no actual
horrible
fix.
few weeks.
Yeah, there was no fix. Like I gave it to the patch that should have happened. That's
But
my
didn't.
thing. But never did. Yeah.
I'm giving mine to Injustice because vanilla Injustice without even the first patch is a completely different game. They changed the properties of uppercuts and wake-ups. Like,
Oh,
It was just
Shazam
it's like
did not have any wake-up at all. Like, now, he has the teleport wake-up, right? Which is fully invincible until he goes into, like, the ending part of the animation. But before, you can just straight up kick him in the face as soon as he tries to warp out.
Is this like a 1 week window?
I believe it was either almost a month or first 2 weeks of the game.
Yeah, actually, that's the one thing with NetherRealms. They actually released patches like nothing.
Every month almost every month we had a new patch for Injustice,
Yeah.
which I think was similar. Mortal Kombat had a similar case where it had a ton of patches that just changed the game.
Right.
So uppercuts were different in vanilla. Now they do like universal damage scaling and have like universal hit stun properties, etc., etc.
So they just changed the game.
Yeah, vanilla Injustice is really bad,
It's really bad.
really bad.
What about you, Will?
I have no idea actually, so I'm gonna have to pass on this category. Maybe Battlefield 4 just for how fucking long it took to patch the damn thing.
Yo, that game still needs to get patched.
It still needs to get patched. GTA Online needs to get patched because I tried playing it this morning.
Did you get
I
your
still
money?
got an error. I got my money. I got my apartment. I got my car. I'm happy. Slightly happy. I still get the cloud servers are still like
Available.
yeah.
Same old, same old.
That's why patch that never happened. Come on, Rockstar.
Step it up.
I know. Next award, let's go.
Next award, best game that will forever remain in Japan.
Best
that
game
will-
that will forever remain in Japan.
It'll probably have to be for me either the Macross game that was released this year because
I had no idea that game exists.
it's a Macross arcade flight simulator. So I mean, how awesome is that?
Oh, I have one.
Does it have to be this year?
No, I guess not. Well, I can't. It should be preferably.
Like, I have a
but,
game,
like-
but it came out in December of last year.
Oh, what is it? You'll go for it.
The
We'll make-
Gundam Versus series, Extreme Versus on PS3.
Oh, you were playing that. Yeah, it never really showed up. Yeah.
It'll never show up. The licensing for that is a nightmare.
Wait, can you say that again, Will?
The best game that will forever remain in Japan. Basically a game that will never come out in the West, but even though it's really awesome. Like,
I'm not sure if it's valid, because it's still in development.
Just go ahead.
The Last Guardian.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's in Japan, it'll never hit Western release.
It will forever remain in a hard drive somewhere in Japan, unfinished.
It's in developer hell purgatory, that's what it is. It will never release. It'll stay in Japan forever. And it will just never be localized, because it just never be finished.
Oh man.
That's my nominee for that shit.
Last
Alright. Next award.
next award. Okay,
I got one for
this is a more a personal one. Biggest gaming regret.
Can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
what was it? What was it?
Biggest gaming regret of the year.
Oh. Okay.
I got
yeah,
one.
Go, Mix.
Beyond Two Souls. Fuck you, David Cage. Got my money, please.
Oh. That's too
dude,
bad.
Even the what do you call that? I tried to sell it immediately after. It didn't sell for much.
Even
It hurts.
it still hurts. Oh my god, that's horrible.
And I think it's still going for like full price at Beta Blitz. So painful.
It's like 2.5, 2.7?
No, I think it's like 1.8 for the regular now. Or something like that. Maybe it's still 2.1, I don't know. Sold it for 1.2, steelbook pa yun.
You just didn't like the full, just like the whole experience.
The ending was okay, but like more than half of the game was complete bullshit.
Oh god. David Cage, go back to Heavy Rain and make a second one. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what's that. What about you, Will?
What's my biggest gaming regret? Jeez, I don't really have too many. I'm guessing maybe just being suckered into buying Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty again for the nth time over the past many years. It's like, oh god, I have to buy it again. I did. And, yeah, that's it.
A small personal defeat.
Oh, actually, no, actually, I actually have a good one. Last, summer sale for Steam, I picked up the 4-pack for Medieval Warfare. I don't know if you heard of that.
I've heard it.
Oh yeah, Chivalry.
Chivalry Medieval Warfare.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
And I played that for about 2 hours and never played it again. It's just far too laggy to play from here in the servers that are available.
But it's technically like a third person.
It's a first person melee.
It's a night game.
Yeah.
Medieval night game.
The idea behind it is good, but I just wasn't feeling it.
Isn't there like a new version of that where you're essentially the deadliest warriors type of
I don't know about that. Oh, I think we covered that before in an older episode, right? Like about the weird.
Yeah, it's not just knights anymore. You can be like a pirate or a Apache.
No, I don't know about that. I've never seen that. But yeah, Chivalry Medieval Warfare. I bought that. I bought the 4-pack. I shared the other 3 with friends, and none of us play it. So.
But the netcode for the local is also bad, or
we never tried it local, but like it's just the servers that are available. There's no real Asian or Singapore servers connected, so we can't really play it to its full, thing. So
that was a good potential. That had a lot of potential, though. Chivalry.
So I'm gonna go to the next category. This is a good.
Oh wait, no. What about me?
Oh well, sorry. Yeah, go. Sorry. What's your?
I got something. Wait, is it valid though? Like something that's technically released last year.
Oh, why not?
But I bought it this year.
We're just making this shit up as we go along, anyway. So go. For
Alright, because I think I got it maybe March. Because this is my biggest regret. The other games this year, I wanted to get it. I got it. I loved it. But I look back. There are those times where I look back. I want to play the games that I didn't buy, and one of those games was Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh yeah.
Boy, that game was horrible. Even when I bought it in during March of this year, and I got it for like $999, $995 actually for Data Blitz for the PC version, and it's not because it's overall it's horrible. It's just bullshit after bullshit. it's not polished at all. Like, you're forced to stare at these bugs left and right. And then you're forced to talk to Desmond play Desmond's story. You know about the whole Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
My gripe about it. That's the reason why I'm biggest regret. I was hoping Assassin's Creed would be like, I can finally get back into the series and like enjoy it. No. And thus why I don't want to buy Assassin's Creed 4.
Even though 4 is generally considered good by most people.
Yeah, I can't. Like,
It
sorry.
just hurt you that bad, huh?
It did. Like, even at $9.95 the price, it felt like I should not have bought it. I should have bought like, there's just one game. I should have bought like, I forgot about the name, but it's not worth it at all. So let's move on to the next award. I'm getting pissed just thinking about it.
Alright, next award.
Wounds run deep.
Next award is the best boob physics.
Yo, dude. DOA 5 Ultimate for me.
DOA, the entire cast of Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate.
No,
this
it's not that. It's that I thought DOA boob physics, like, it's called DOA under the boob physics option. I thought that was like the maximum amount. But apparently there's an OMG mode where you can personally set the range of boob physics.
What
God.
is
You can
this
max
for?
it out or minimum.
This is-
DOA 5 Ultimate.
They have boob, like the level of boob. Wow, they even have.
Yeah, it's
settings
in
for boob
options. It's
physics.
called breast physics. Like
Damn,
normal, DOA, and then you can unlock OMG mode.
Awesome.
Now, see, everybody, whoever's listening, we're not just sick bastards.
Dude, DOA
It's just
5
the
is fun, but you know.
No, that's not that. It's just,
Not look
I
at
think
them.
it deserves to have a category with best boob physics when a developer actually puts it as an option. So we have a valid reason to why we're including the boob physics. I'm trying to put some logic into this. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna offer another option. I'm gonna say Orchid from Killer Instinct because
Oh man, that ultra.
when she does her ultra, yeah, there's that little bounce there.
That second of jiggle. Like, woo.
Just get your heart pumping.
Just get your heart pumping. Oh, that's
She
insane.
yells out,
Killer
"I'm
Instinct,
finished," and oh yeah, I'm finished.
Xbox One.
Or the other contender there would be Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, who had actually it's very hard to notice the boob physics there, but it's rather realistic.
The
It's
reboot.
not
yeah.
like water in a.
Yeah, no,
A balloon.
it does seem like she's really wearing a sports bra, and you know,
That's cool.
there is a slight bounce to it when she runs around, but it's very subtle and it looks real. So I'd say as far as realistic boob physics go, it has to go to her. But as for most fun boob physics, it's probably either Orchid or Dead or Alive.
You know
No,
that Injustice also has breast physics. It's just hard to notice. It's most noticeable on Harley.
In this day and age, I think every game has like a standard
boob physics.
physics. I don't know. Well, if I have to put a nomination for myself, I'll have to put for Dragon's Crown.
Oh,
2D boob physics.
That's 2D boob physics, but that's true. That the sorceress there is ridiculous.
I can't ignore it. I mean, like, seriously, what the fuck are you doing? It's just Atlas.
mostly cleaning
hilarious
down.
part-
You can't help but
The
stare.
hilarious part is like when she runs, she holds onto her hat and her boobs are just swinging, and you know.
Yeah, it literally is like their chest is bigger than their heads, literally.
Well, have you seen the PVC figures for her? Man, it's ridiculous. They go all the way down to her waist.
Yeah, it's like
I don't.
if ever that chick has a child, the boobs are bigger than that child 2
You
years
must have
after.
hella back problems.
I don't even want to.
I know.
I don't even know if that's arousing in any way. But yeah.
No, I remember that when I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
You know,
This is a thing.
that someone around the world is aroused.
I know.
Sure there is. Like, there's one for everything.
All right, moving on. Next
This
award.
might be a little tough one. Most absurd achievement. There's probably a lot here.
That's
I
fair.
can think of a few from like years before, but nothing from this year specifically.
I think I had one, but I can't put my tongue on it. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of. Damn it, it's gone.
It's almost there.
I know
Oh.
I came across an absurd trophy. I just can't remember what it is.
Okay, well let's skip this one since none of us really know anything. Longest credit sequence that does not have a
God.
reward for having actually watched the whole thing.
Honorable mention for most absurd achievement
Go.
for me. In Injustice, it's called Only a Real Master.
Okay.
You get it by, like, if you're down on your second life bar, I think at 25% and below, and your opponent has 1.5 more, so he's still on his first life bar,
And you win.
and you win, it pops up.
Oh,
Like, I
that
thought
is
it was
cool
just
stuff.
an in-joke for the FGC streams in the US.
I have one.
But apparently it's a real trophy.
Oh,
And
go.
we
What-
earned that in one of our casuals.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you found out.
Yeah, that's how we found out it's a real trophy, because we earned it in the Justice House.
I have one,
What's
which is
yours?
actually recently. GTA 5. You go around the Pacific Ocean, you get eaten by a shark,
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a
you
good
get a
one.
trophy.
This is a
You get a trophy for
This
it.
is an
In
achievement
Too
for
Deep
me.
or something like that.
Yeah, like, I was like, I heard, like, I went to the Pacific, like, I heard there's
You
sharks
heard
here.
it, but you don't quite believe it until you try it for yourself.
No, I didn't even hear there was an achievement. I just heard that there was sharks in this game, so I checked it out. I'm like, oh, there's a shark, I'll fight it. And then apparently it's a one-hit kill, whatever. If you piss it off, like, it'll kill you. And I see a pop-up, like, you get 5 points. Because you're in too deep. So that was absurd. Cause,
Wow.
like, okay. Like, seriously.
All right, let's keep moving. Well, longest credit sequence. Anyone have a good one for that?
GTA 5, dude.
GTA 5 has
It's
a
like
huge
20
credit
minutes
sequence.
worth of credits.
Yeah, and there's nothing at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
All right, GTA 5 is the winner.
No,
Wow!
Actually, no, I think,
Damn it.
actually, Bioshock Infinite, I think it's just as long.
I skipped it, but I don't know.
I beat
It probably is. I do find that credit sequences.
Oh, no, no, sorry, Bioshock, it can't be part of it because they had something good after, actually.
The thing about credit sequences, they just be getting longer and longer.
You know.
These days. Here's an easy one. Most
getting smaller though, since
they should be, right? They should be.
yeah, like
Here's
'cause
a-
the engines have been made and the assets are all there.
Most overhyped game. I can honestly say it's probably Beyond Two Souls.
I go with
I have
GTA 5. As much as I love that game, you know, it's overhyped.
It's overhyped.
No, I have to agree with me, it's overhyped because it's still Grand Theft Auto.
I love GTA 5 and all its details, but
Yeah.
it's overhyped.
It's overhyped to the point that every single, like,
It's just
all the way,
overhyped, but it's overhyped.
all the way down to your
Was it?
second.
Oh wait, no, I
Right.
have a new one. It's what is Peter Molyneux's new game? Goddess, I think.
Goddess.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
It's a Peter Molyneux game. You know he's gonna make it sound like the best
Is
thing in
it
the
called
world.
False Promises?
False Promises 3, the reawakening.
Revengeance.
Revenge.
Anything
Yeah,
with Peter Molyneux in it, basically.
it's too overly hyped.
He overly hypes it himself.
Exactly.
No, but I agree with Miggy though. GTA 5, like, it's a great game, but how much attention it had, like, it was too much. Like,
Right,
to the
right.
point that it kind of hurt a bit.
Yeah, like nobody's talking about GTA 5 anymore.
Yeah, like,
They got burned out super hard.
well, at the same time, it was like next gen talk after GTA 5.
It was-
literally
yeah.
next gen. So,
I think it's still fully deserving of all the praise it got, but
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah,
I agree.
it's
I agree that
justified hype.
it was very overhyped. Best game without a number in its title. I'd say
Oh,
Injustice.
Oh, that's a good one. Injustice.
oh, Injustice. Mm.
That's a toughie. What you got, Carlos?
Yeah, that's actually pretty tough.
without a
I have to give it for. Wait, is it number like even
Does
if
Wonderful 101 count? It has a number in its title. That's
So that-
a gray area as well.
That's horrible, man. It's a new IP, and it can't be part of this kind of thing.
The sequel would be Wonderful 102.
It's just it's like bad luck after bad luck, even for like absurd awards. It can't be part of it. I have to go with Tomb Raider.
Okay, that's nice.
Tomb Raider. It's people just kind of forgot about it. It's actually a pretty good game. It has no number in it yet because it's starting from scratch, and
That's true,
I just
that's
love
true.
I love
It-
the start.
It is a great game. I agree also there. That's a good pick right there.
Like
That's a
they
good-
should actually, whoever wants to play this game actually.
Yeah, isn't the ultimate whatever version of that coming out as well?
The definitive version, yes.
Definitive version?
Square Enix thinks it's a good idea to to release a, almost a year-old game to next gen. So whoever has a PS4,
I was
Look
gonna
up.
give mine to Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, but I'm gonna agree with Will. Injustice is I play more of it than Rising, even though I really like Rising. I'm giving it to Injustice.
Injustice was a good choice, so it's a great fighting game.
Yeah, man. New
And-
IP as well. So
It's technically a new IP. It's actually pretty good how they use the DC franchise. Not
Properly.
franchise, but properly, and that's somewhat similar to what on their forte, the whole Mortal Kombat fighting style.
a 3D fighting game in a 2D space.
Yeah, I know. And then it had something unique out of it too, like the whole stage dynamics.
And, have you read that article that Injustice is the most balanced fighting game out there?
Well, is it? I didn't
Which
know that.
I firmly
Really?
believe that because I really think it's matchup dependent. There is no like top tier for everyone. Like even Superman has bad matchups.
Oh, fantastic! Because Superman's considered one of the top tier, which is
he's up there, but he has bad matchups.
yeah.
Unlike the Doom has no bad matchups in Marvel.
Because that dive kick,
That's
to the point that his move has a game. His move has a game.
that medium foot dive. Dive kick.
Next award.
Next award, we have best or worst collector's edition. So,
Do special editions count if
yeah. Anything that's limited, unique,
or steelbook?
steelbook, whatever. I think
Oh,
mine.
where do we go with first? Best first or worst?
Whatever you like, whatever you feel. Go best and worst. Do one each.
Let's go with like best first.
All right. Best collector's edition for the year.
I don't really get collector's editions a lot. I'll just go with Injustice since that's the only one I have. Like overall. I mean, I bought the game how many times already? And
Right.
I got the collector's edition just for the statue. So,
Right.
I'm-
Did you end up buying Ultimate Edition as well already? Or
not yet, but I pre-ordered the Steelbook, which was European. Then I bought the R3 version and sold the European disc, but kept the Steelbook. And then I bought a copy for my cousins, which they haven't paid me back for yet. Then I bought the collector's edition, so that's 4 times. If you include the...
That's a lot of dipping, man.
Yeah, man, for Injustice.
That's
I told you,
that's a lot of
Injustice.
dipping.
Some injustice is happening to me. So if
a
you
lot of
include
dipping.
the Ultimate Edition, which will happen, that's like... I bought this game 5 times. Or I will buy this game 5 times, essentially. Go
What about you, Will?
Best. Go.
best? I can't think of a best one. I can think of a one that's kind of terrible in my book is the WWE 2K14 Undertaker edition, which comes in a fucking coffin.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was really pretty funky.
Is
But basically,
it so bad that it's good?
the game case is a coffin. How are you supposed to put that on your shelf?
Dude, that would be like a super nice conversation piece. Like, dude, you crazy. What's in
You
that
crazy?
game?
Why are you gonna
Dude, why do you have a coffin on your shelf?
Why should a wrestling game inside it?
Yeah.
Didn't the
Or that or the Assassin's Creed 4, which has a fucking treasure chest. Like a big ass treasure chest in it.
And when you open it, it actually has the nothing. Let
me pull this shit up right here. Let's see what comes in it. Alright, it comes in a fucking treasure chest. It's got a statue of Captain Kenway on a boat. It's got
you have it? You got it?
no, I don't have it. It comes with a pirate flag. A fucking pirate flag, art book, soundtrack, a map. Yeah, but do you really want the fucking authentic pirate flag? I mean,
I thought the pirate flag looked pretty cool.
I guess. Oh, maybe that.
You know that they gave those away at like Gamescom and convention before that. So
That's true.
If you got it then, that would be kind of.
Well, I still have to go with WWE Undertaker Phenom Edition.
Phenom edition.
It's really called the Phenom Edition.
I looked up the picture. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a coffin, dude.
It's huge as well.
I have one though.
Oh, what's go?
Are we still at best or worst?
I'm going for worst because this is absurd. It never happened. But Deep Silver.
I know what you're
have-
talking about now. The Dead Island.
The torso edition.
Came out.
It never came out, but it was like the collector's edition for Dead Island Riptide was supposed to be a torso of a dead chick, like a girl, like in a two-piece.
So, yeah.
Like her limbs are cut off. You just literally have the torso. You have no head.
And the two-piece had an American flag design, I think.
It's a UK. It was a UK design.
The Union Jack.
Yeah. So that was dumb. I don't understand how.
Yeah,
I want to buy that.
That existed before they had to pull it back.
I'm sure that someone's made, and then like someone from Deep Silver, like, stop all production. No one likes it.
You gotta pull this back.
Pack it up. We don't want to do this anymore.
We should make an episode on just collector's editions because I'm going through some really dumb ones right now, and there's been some pretty terrible collector's editions. Did you know did you know NBA 2K10 came with a locker?
What the hell? Really? Wow.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
What?
It came with a locker. Anyways, let's move on because this.
I got a sort of.
You got one more? Oh, what else you got?
You know how I hate Beyond Two Souls, right?
Yeah. Did they
The
have a
Steelbook
collector's edition?
looks really good for me. Like that was the only reason why I wanted to keep it because the Steelbook looks decent and really it had Ellen Page on it.
All right,
That's it.
All shiny and everything. Next award.
Last award for us. The best.
Last award.
Yeah, best quick time event. Best quick time event. It could be a lot of those mini games in the Injustice story mode. Those were pretty fun. Like when you had to
No, they weren't. They were pretty bad. Like when Black Adam started chucking cars at you and Superman just zaps them.
you had
They
to
had
zap
people
them
inside.
with people inside. Exactly. That was pretty bad. Actually, you're true.
I have one.
The best quick time event had to be to Beyond Two Souls, the entire game. That's mine.
That's a negative.
Beyond Two Souls.
The entire game, quick time event.
I'm trying to think of one.
Wait, best or worst? Best, no?
Yeah.
It's bad that it's good can also count.
It's so bad that it's good. Yeah, it could be like that.
I've got one that just to make it different from Beyond Two Souls. The part in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance when you pick up the Metal Gear Excelsior's blade arm and cut it with it. You blade mode a giant robot with its own arm.
Oh,
And you don't
yeah. That was
need to
pretty
cut
good.
it once, release, but you can just keep going. Because at that point you have infinite blade mode.
Oh, and it's like constantly just. I remember. Did you make a video
And
out of
like,
that?
each slash is really slow.
That's actually a good one. Actually, for QTE, yeah. I have to skip. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say skip. I don't really have a good at QTE. I have a horrible one, at least.
Oh.
As much as I love Tomb Raider, the QTEs there was horrible. Like, I don't even know why they had QTE. No, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm reverting back. Sorry, not Tomb Raider. I'm going back to Assassin's Creed 3. The QTE to kill animals there. It's just literally square and
the
X.
one where you have to weave left and right?
Yeah, no, you don't have to wave. You just stare at him. He'll jump at you, slow motion, press these two buttons, the guy's dead. Like, you'll never have a point where you have to press stuff or whatever to fight these things. No, you just have to press square X, you've hunted an animal. That's horrible.
You are now a true monster hunter.
I know, it's horrible. Well, that's my QTE.
And that's the end of our awards, guys. So,
No, but hey, but I just want to put one more since it's all absurd, it's all bad.
Go ahead, it is the last episode.
I know, it's last episode. What's the best game?
Like
ever.
overall
best game,
for
best
us?
game
Overall.
For the
this
year?
year. Ooh, it's tough.
Finish it off, like, to end the last
No,
episode
this
ever.
one's easy for me. I got this.
Go, Mix.
Yeah,
I'll
go
go
for
first. It's GTA 5, man.
There you
Love
go.
that game.
GTA 5.
I
I kind of have to concur that GTA 5 was a lot of fun. Like, and just the amount of
You can
crap
shoot birds in it.
Yeah.
can.
All of them.
Rats. You can shoot rats.
You can,
There were rats in the
you
game.
you can put bombs on a dog, and
Yeah, and the dog survives.
the dogs respawn.
You can play fetch with a dog and a grenade.
I've seen someone actually like put sticky bombs on like the exercise ball in the house.
Oh yeah, you can get that
And then
out.
roll it down the hill, and it blows shit up. It's hilarious.
That's so much detail in that
You
GTA
can
5.
shoot a cell phone with a sniper rifle and it won't pierce the phone. The phone has
Is that a Nokia?
hitbox.
That's gotta be a Nokia. That has to be a Nokia.
And wearing helmets actually protects you. It adds.
Oh, it does.
Gives you defense.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I love that. So much detail in that game. It's stupid.
Yeah, like things that can happen to you.
My ADHD kicks in when I play GTA 5.
Oh, really?
Like, we're all rats. Oh my god. And I kill each and every one.
Will, you're GTA 5 as well.
I have to go GTA 5. Well, like I said, it's between GTA 5 and The Last of Us for me. Like, I think those two were great games for different reasons. So it's a tie for me, those two.
I agree with you there. They're good games for different reasons. Even though I'm not fond of The Last of Us.
I'm a bit different. I'm gonna have to go with Kevin Levine.
The dude?
Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah,
dude
the
from
dude. No, the dude, because the dude, like the story of, I have to give it for Levine. That was an amazing experience.
The story
from start to end.
didn't impact me as much in Infinite because it's happened a lot in like comic books and, anime multiverse things. Even Ninja Turtles did that.
No, it's true. It's just, I never thought that just how they pieced it all together. Like,
Oh yeah,
it was obvious it was leading up to that. But, cause I played the game, after I finished the
It
game,
was building up to it, but the twist still hit you really hard.
it did really hit really hard, and it was pretty cool. I don't know what multiverse. Like DC was it's like living off multiverses. It's not something like differently out of the box. Like we've seen it before. But definitely, the Just was a multiverse game. But how he did it was just perfect. Like he able to use that whole concept of a multiverse, and then actually I don't want to spoil it too much, but great story. Tied everything together.
It truly defined the word infinite.
It did. At the same time, playing the game a second time, you actually understand more about it. Like these small things.
Oh yeah, you tend to pick up a few things the second time
tend out to
around.
pick up really awesome things your second time around, and I just love that. That was just a great treat. The combat, everybody hates the combat. I like
the combat. It was very well.
Combat was
very
fun. Like,
It's Call of Duty.
I don't
You have
have
iron
to.
sights.
You have iron sights. I don't have to have like really awesome AI where they have to be smart. I don't care. I have powers. I can get them off cover or whatever. It was a lot of fun. The writing was awesome. It was a perfect game. I have to give it for Bioshock for 2013. That was it.
Yeah, that's that.
That was it.
That's it,
No more.
guys.
That's it.
Last episode.
I think we've had a good first year of podcasting. Can't wait to start next year.
Yep,
But
14 episodes.
we're going on break for Christmas and New Year's, so
Yeah, but before anything else, any last words before we never talk about anything video games ever again for 2013?
We're all a bunch of nerds.
we're nerds and we love it.
That's a valid point. Yeah, that's true. Anything else?
I think the one thing I remember from podcasting, for some reason that sticks in my mind, is the vagina monsters from our
Meat vaginas.
the meat vaginas from our from
Does anybody know which episode was that? 7? I think
our
it was.
October Silent Hill discussion.
Yeah, it led to meat vaginas, which
That's the meat vaginas for some odd reason. Yeah.
yeah, we had a full month horror month. Sorry, not horror week.
Like 3 episodes,
And
right?
one led to meat vaginas. So
One led to meat vaginas, and the other brought it back.
yeah, one brought it back. It was just so good. But yeah, are we stop? Like it's it? We're done?
I think we're good, guys.
Yo, podcast or not, just go subscribe to the YouTubes.
No, yeah, I'm gonna do all that. Don't worry. I'm just covering if there's anything else we want to mention.
We're on other forms of medium, guys.
We are. If you guys want to check out any of our more previous episodes, game reviews, posts, anything, we have a site, www.toomuchgaming.com. That's 2 with a number 2. You can check out Miggy's YouTube channel, TMG blog, all his antics, all his pretty much flagged videos at this point. Thanks to you.
Dude, copyright or not, I'm not stopping uploading videos. They're still gonna go up there.
Yeah, knock yourself out. Like, do check that out. There's a lot of cool stuff
hope
there.
Let's not get hit for infringement.
Yeah, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Or like us on Facebook, for that matter. That's it for the TMG podcast for 2013. Thank you for listening. We will see you guys next year.
Next year.
Which is 3 weeks from now. We're going on a break. Just like anybody who's human, we're going to enjoy the holidays. We have a lot to talk about when we come back, because as much as we're enjoying the holidays, we're still going to play a crap load of games. There's still a winter sale coming up. So we're going to have a lot of games to talk about. But yeah, thanks for listening in. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year, and
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Migs. Happy New Year, Will.
Happy gaming, guys.
That's it. That's a wrap. We'll see you guys next year.
See you guys next year. Woo.